power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.
Get ready to roll the dice. Good job.
23 minutes past the hour of 6. Actually, 28 minutes past the hour of 6. This is 97.3 Citi FM, the Citi Breakfast Show, Monday, the 28th of July 2025. And the morning where we want to celebrate the legend in that nexus between normal high life and bogger high life. Charles Kojo Fosu, Daddy Lumba. This is from his 1993 album. This is his 6th album. The title of the album was Bibi Jijo, and this song is called Enye Nyamiding. Lumba had very interesting ways of connecting to the Ghanaian psyche, whether it was quite risky love songs or social commentaries about our relations or even our faith. It's interesting to know that of his 600 songs, more than 20 were about faith, probably more. He actually even had an album titled Mesum Jesus. And on Saturday, very, very sad, bolt out of the blue news that Daddy Lumba died at a ripe young age of 60. For those of us who know him in these parts, we want to celebrate his legacy because he's really defined more than an era. From the 80s all through to the mid-2020s, Daddy Lumba has been a great phenomenon in Ghanaian music. So we'll do our best on the show today to highlight some of his achievements and also to run some commentary on the music scene. This is the Citi Breakfast Show. And this one, Osi Jaisu. It's not too hard for the Lord. So stop weeping. Have faith. Be assured that he who has promised is faithful. Of all the things that great achievers have, faith is one of them. It's the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Have faith in what has been promised. Pay the price. The best way to show you have faith is to pay the price for the promise to be fulfilled. And we call this one Business Sense. It's really life sense, brought to you by Access Bank. You have big dreams of success? Well, let Access Bank take you there. Access W, in partnership with the WCI Forum, invites you to Istanbul, Turkey for a lifetime business experience you don't want to miss. Join us for a premium international business adventure from the 11th to the 18th of August 2025, packed with B2B meetings, industrial zone and showroom tours, Visits to top companies in construction, building, and roofing materials, agri products and equipment, medical equipment, oil and gas industry, fashion, cosmetics, furniture, pharmaceuticals, hospitality, and more. You also have the chance to shop in Istanbul, do sightseeing, and a Bosphorus yacht cruise. All this is going for just 2,500 USD for single, or 2,800. Actually, 2,500 for double, and 2,800 for single. Register by calling 057-973-4663. You can also call Access Bank toll free 0800 004 400. Access W, inspiring, connecting, empowering. And from the dreams of youth to the ambitions of adulthood, wherever you are on your journey, starting a career, building a family, growing a business, or planning a future, we are here for your journey. Every goal deserves a chance to flourish, and with hard work, dedication, and a strong belief in yourself, the seed of greatness is within reach. So trust in the journey and understand that Fidelity Bank is with you every step of the way. One of the best scenes you can ever get is an Ewe man singing a Lumba song.
That one is
it's amazing.
It's
amazing. It's amazing. Under the right conditions, you guys would do something. But this album was, as I said, 1993. 1993. I think that time we were in. Where were we?
93. Well, that was a year after the election.
A year after I was born.
I remember 93 for the black satellites.
Okay.
And then because they went for some tournament and they got silver or bronze or something.
Was it Australia or something?
Yeah, Australia 93. I think it was, yeah. I think Frank Kamankwa and those guys. 93. I actually use football to remember the years.
Oh, I see.
So 92 was the first, no, the 91 black starlets. And then there was 95 in Ecuador, Samade and Sebastian Bans and Co. And then I think 97 Bashiru Gambo. So there's always one player I remember from. But 93, there was Kofi Mbia and Frank Amankwa. Yeah, they were the left and the right backs.
Guy, was 93. Running the touchline,
Yeah. I was in JSS 1.
Oh, I see.
And this is the song that he released. Bibi Jijo.
It says.
Yeah, some way, Charlie. We haven't even had time to even process it, right?
Yeah,
because it came in a maelstrom of all kinds of news.
Man. And I mean, condolences to the
Charlie,
family. He's a legend.
Oh my God.
In his own right, evergreen, top notch. One of the finest.
I call him one of Ghana's best kept secrets. Because it's something that unites us. Whether you're in Greenland or America, if you hear Lumba,
Charlie,
you are either a Ghanaian or you passed through the system.
The time that he released this, I've been with
Oh my God.
Those days, inside Adafia, so the people who want to go to the dance, so they wait.
Yes.
So when they hear that, oh, Charlie, because it's sort of Vilkabamba. So it's sort of open dance. So once they hear it,
then they have to move. I think that song became iconic of Lumba. No, Lumba, Charlie.
No.
Lumba do song. Lumba do. And when you're abroad and you miss Ghana, you drop Lumba.
You drop Lumba.
You forget your problems.
Charlie, they did a cold inside. Just managed that.
And the dance.
His dance, his small dance. He doesn't want to shake his body too much. He doesn't want to worry himself.
Yeah.
So he went on small talk.
Charlie.
One dance for all his songs.
Yeah, we hold a few things on the side, Charlie. I don't know. We are laughing over this.
Because he made us happy.
Yeah.
So even though he's dead, and it's a sad time, we also need to remember what he did for us. I saw a video of some men in Kumasi sitting and saying, "Look, they call themselves some group B, and they say Lumba has been their sucker for many years.
For many
when
years.
There are problems at home.
That's right.
They just go and sit at the bar, and the Lumba helps them to forget.
A few chill bottles or something.
Well, later in the morning you hear more. Let's come into the headlines, and of course, my name is Bernard Avila. I'm here with Caleb Kuda and Richard Sky. For those of you who don't know, the City Breakfast is live. It's 6:36. Send us your favorite. So we have actually 200 songs Lumba did.
Come on.
And we have all the albums. Apparently, he did 17 albums.
Wow.
No, actually more. No. Where am I? Forgive me. Lumba's albums are
30 plus.
Yes, over 30.
30 plus.
So you can let us know your favorite track from each album. He did 30, I think 34.
Okay.
Wow, that's
34
crazy.
albums.
Wow.
34 albums.
It's a legend.
Yeah, 34. So let's know your favorite Lumba song. And if the Lord permits, we'll play it for you.
Daily Graphic this morning, Ghana mourns Daddy Lumba. Charles Kojufosu, his photograph is here, aka Daddy Lumba. Page 13 is where the details. I will bring you that shortly. IGP visits Asawase after killings, orders thorough search of vehicles, and COA response to clinical trial publications. Army deploys forces in Boko. Government evacuates students from Boko and Nalerugu. These are the stories making the headlines on the front page this morning. Also, history beckons Ghana and EU fledged license. Parliament ratifies 131 timber utilization contracts.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times. Government gets tough with Boko conflict. Moves from peacekeeping to peace enforcement. And we're told it's 2 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. That the folks there have to deal with in Boko, Nalerigu, and related communities. Also, 1,200 excavators impounded, 9 red zone forests repossessed, according to the minister responsible for lands and natural resources, Kofi Bua. And NLA DG picks up award for boosting national lottery revenue.
That story is on the Daily Graphic as well, talking about NLA. And Speaker Parliament endorsed KGL-CSR feats. Daddy Lumba dies at 60, tears flow. National Youth Festival for August. George Oparado's photo is here. 2 Nalerugu SHS students shot dead.
Let me take you to the Chronicle newspaper. Yohonu's 132-day crusade. Cross-border crimes tamed. Promises to replicate the strategy used in Asin North in Akwetia as well. I'm not so sure why the Chronicle goes with this, but also another story on the front page says, attempt to oust Apenyo Markin from ECOWAS Parliament fails.
Okay. Now, Herald this morning, police officers lament IGP's disregard for retirement protocols. We are hurting inside. They speak out as morale crumbles. Herald says Daddy Lumba walks off life stage at 60. NPP backs Owo for Akwetia by-election as NDC opens nomination. EC sets 2nd September for polls. NPA partners stakeholders behind 24-hour petroleum economy. GNPC Deputy CEO urges UG graduates to shape policy and uplift communities.
The Republic Press says MPP showdown begins as party releases timetable for flag bearer race. Also, Boko on fire again. Government orders urgent evacuation of students from conflict zones. And Mahama Akufo-Addo honor Daddy Lumba as nation mourns music icon.
The new publisher, ECOWAS Parliament. Osahin is deputy speaker till 2028. Minority leader Apenyo Markin's photograph is here. And IGP runs to Kumasi over Asawase shootings. 3 SHS students killed on campus. Axial load stations under attack.
Let me take you to the Today newspaper. GN Bank properties left to rot. Also, the passing of Daddy Lumba makes the front page, and security at Mansha Palace beefed up after Asawase shootings.
The Ghanaian Point. National security to embark on Operation Keep Ghana Safe to avert rise in killings and disappearances. Akwetia by-election set for September 2. High life legend Daddy Lumba passes away at 60. Parliament endorses KGL. That story is here as well.
The news center says over 2 billion Ghana cedis need funds under threat, and he goes on to provide further details of what exactly is happening there. Also, MPP to close flag bearer nominations on August 28 of this year. Daddy Lumba makes the front page, and 3 students killed in Boku Nalerugu Senior High School attack.
The Ghanaian publisher Afanyo Makin remains in ECOWAS as 3rd deputy speaker, and Boko SHS closed government deploys military, and 500 in Sawam drivers receive free licenses from MP.
And if you go to the Daily Democrat, Enrico Poku launches a major irrigation rehabilitation project to boost food security. Also, Parliament applauds KGL's national CSR commitment, and some other stories on the front page this morning.
BNFT, government signals intend to explore sovereign bond buybacks. Small-scale gold exports surpass large-scale sector for first time, driven by gold board reforms. We're told La Community Bank reports 29% growth in revenue, and then also the other stories as well.
The final newspaper from me, the Economy Times, says government to step up public spending in second half of 2025, but total expenditure for the year cut. Also on the front page, education sector is the biggest beneficiary of Mohammed's first 6 months in office. And then also Islamic banking, a catalyst for Mohammed's big push and Feed Ghana initiatives. This according to Professor John Gachi.
All right, let's take you online. Sorry. Yeah, forgive me.
True.
Great. Let me take you online. A few quick stories making the rounds. Channel 1 News is leading with the Nalerugu MP demanding swift probe into killing of SHS students. Meanwhile, Mr. Johnson says military deployment in Boku is just a stopgap. Meanwhile, DJ is urging journalists to take their personal safety seriously in covering that part of the country. He's a brother, Kojo Month's Daddy Lumba. Also, first Mpox death recorded, 23 more cases confirmed. This is quite troubling. And then Naimos storms Bole Bamboy heavy equipment seized, some Chinese arrested. And then we see a few more stories. Kojo Choi's appointment, a diplomatic game changer, according to a governance think tank. If you go to other stories, NDC opens nominations for Akwetia by-election today. Hulk Hogan, icon of professional wrestling, dies aged 70.
Oh, I see. Whoa.
Yeah, if you go to my journal online, the lead story is also on the killings. Minority Chief Whip demands urgent briefing over mysterious killings. Students killed, MP's residence set ablaze in Boku as well. Other stories that the Lumba's legacy will echo through the ages. This is Mahama. And then government funds released for 2025 WASI practical exams. I'll take you to the High Street Journal. All eyes on NIA boss as concerns mount over non-citizen access to Ghana card. In other stories, Ghana ranks amongst world's seafarer-friendly ports, and then high interest rates are stifling business growth. Solomon also urges policy shift. Let's get into details.
Let's take off this morning from Boku, and page 3 of the Ghanaian Times has the story that is disturbing all of us this morning. Yahya Nuhu Nada in Tamale, and then Francis Dabre Dabang in Boku report that 3 students were shot dead in 2 separate incidents on Saturday night at Nalerugu Senior High School in the Northeast region and Boku Senior High School in the Upper West region. Now, the victims have been identified as Gideon and Lukman from Nalerugu Senior High School and Mohammed Imuru Hakim from the Boku Senior High School. Now, Deputy Superintendent of Police Robert Anabik and Main of the Northeast Regional Police Public Affairs Unit confirmed the incidents in an interview with the Ghanaian Times newspaper. While the motive remains unclear, authorities suspect the attacks may be linked to the protracted conflict in Boku. Now, in the Nalerugu case, unidentified gunmen reportedly stormed the school dormitory and opened fire, killing Gideon and Lukman instantly. Now, their bodies are currently in police custody pending autopsy. DSP and Main assured the public that security has been reinforced in Alerigo and its surrounding areas as investigations continue. Now, in the case of the Boku incident earlier that evening, 18-year-old final year student Mohammed Imoru Hakim was shot dead at Boku Senior High School. Now, the Boku Divisional Police Commander later delivered Hakim's body to his family. His older brother, it's not elder brother, it's older brother. Yeah, Tahiru Kundima confirmed the killing to local media. No arrests have so far been made in either case.
Meanwhile, the army has deployed forces to Boko, and government has evacuated students, as you've already heard. Kester Abraham Crunchy writes that the government has escalated its security strategy in Boko from peacekeeping to peace enforcement following renewed clashes that threaten the fragile peace process in the Upper East region. In this regard, the Ghana Armed Forces have intensified operations, enforcing stricter curfew measures to restore order in the restive town. A statement by the spokesperson to the President and Minister for Government Communications, Felix Kwachi Ofosu, warned that security forces would take all necessary measures to protect lives and property in the area. But if you go to Asawasi, still on security, the IGP visits Asawasi after killings, orders thorough search of vehicles. Gilbert Mauli Agbe writes on page 55 of same graphic that the Inspector General of Police, Christian Teteyonu, has ordered security personnel deployed to various checkpoints within Asawase to thoroughly search vehicles, including tricycles, to foil any intended attacks in the area. With the Regional Security Council Rexex ban on motorbikes after 7 p.m. following the killing of 2 people on separate occasions last week, he said violent elements might resort to the use of tricycles and other vehicles to carry out their criminal activities.
Well, still related to security, I know Vladimir Nchidanso, the respected, has been speaking on that matter, but let me just draw your attention quickly to this other story on the front pages. So the Ghanaian Times says cross-border crimes tamed, according to the IGP. Now, John Bediako, reporting on page 2 of the newspaper, says that the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Teteyohonu's collaborative efforts with sub-regional counterparts is yielding impressive results. Now, that was made known in an interview he granted to a section of the media over the weekend. Now, in his first 132 days in office, the IGP Yohonu has proven himself to be a formidable force against cross-border crimes, according to the newspaper.
Meanwhile, the Herald is not happy with, or is talking about how some police officers are unhappy with promotional delays and stuff like that. Still, since you're on the security side, it says that police...
So the Herald has uncovered troubling developments within the Ghana Police Service, suggesting growing discontent and waning morale, particularly at the police headquarters, over what appears to be a disregard for established procedures on career progression and retirement. Sources within the service indicate that the Inspector General of Police, Christian Teteyonu, is revising long-standing rules and practices concerning retirement without formally announcing such changes. The IGP is reportedly retaining some senior officers in active service despite their eligibility for terminal leave in contravention of existing regulations. According to service rules, officers due for retirement are expected to proceed on terminal leave in the months leading up to their 60th birthday. However, the Herald has learned that several senior officers, close associates of the IGP, remain actively in service. More details
now,
in the
I want you
Herald.
to talk briefly about the Galamsey. The National Anti-Galamsey Mining Operation, NIMOS, say they've confiscated equipment and materials believed to be used in illegal mining in the Bole Bamboy area of the Savannah region. The operation was on July 25, following the arrest of 11 Chinese nationals at the same site a day earlier, and forms part of ongoing efforts by the task force to clamp down on illegal mining activities. I think one of you read the headline where the minister was also highlighting a number of forests that had been recovered. Now, the task force impounded 4 Shamkan tipper trucks, a bulldozer, a low bed trailer, a 4-land small truck, 10 drums of engine oil, 28 assorted richly iron ties, and several motorbikes. And all the items have been transported to the NIMOS headquarters in Accra for further action. And the government says this is part of a broader crackdown on illegal mining in the area aimed at protecting the country's environment and natural resources.
Okay, just quickly to give you a couple of paragraphs related to the story that you were just highlighting.
Yeah.
So, 1,200 excavators impounded, and the story by a Times reporter on page 8 of the newspaper says at least 1,200 excavators have been impounded at the Tema port pending validation, and once cleared, these excavators will be enrolled on the Minerals Commission's GPS tracking system for real-time monitoring. Now, pilot project is already tracking 191 excavators in Minerals Commission's dedicated control system. It goes on to tell you about what the Minister for the sector has been saying about fighting.
Machete wielding Galamsey suspects clash with police. Story on Daily Guide, page 11. 27 suspects have been arrested in a police operation at Ankase Jadam near Asamang Tamfoy in the eastern region. Tamfoy, okay, after allegedly attacking officers with machetes and other dangerous weapons. The suspects were engaged in illegal mining activities commonly known as galamsey at multiple sites in the area. Police seized equipment such as 11 excavators, 1 bulldozer, 1 pick loader, water pumping machines, mining tools, 3 saloon cars, 1 Mitsubishi pickup truck, etc., etc. So the police have been trying to...
Okay, so let's take you to this other heartbreaking one, which we draw your attention to much earlier this morning. Page 8 of the News Center has the story Ghana mourns Daddy Lumba, 200 songs back-to-back hit maker. Now, Ghana is mourning following the passing of legendary hit life musician Charles Kojo Fosu, popularly known as Daddy Lumba, who died on Saturday, July 26, 2025, at the age of 60. The news of his death has triggered an emotional wave across the nation as Ghanaians from all walks of life pour out tributes in celebration of a man widely regarded as the greatest musician of the country. Now, from the highest officers of the state to drinking sports, family homes, and trotro stations, Lumba's voice fails.
So let's give you some highlights. The President of the Republic has been mourning the passing of Daddy Lumba. The President has expressed grief about the passing of high life music legend Daddy Lumba. The President, in a statement, said, "I've learned to deep through the passing of Ghanaian music legend Charles Kojo Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba." And then he says, "Lumba's unmatched genius provided a soundtrack to our lives, carrying us through various phases of life." The former President, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, has also been lauding Daddy Lumba. The former Vice President, Dr. Baomi, has been lauding Daddy Lumba. Other musicians have been interviewed. Let me bring you 2 quick musicians. If you go to Graphic Online, they quote Nane Champong, and then you go to Channel 1 News, they quote Kojo Entry. Now, these are contemporaries of his. So, in a Facebook post, Nane Champong expressed his grief and shock at the news of Daddy Lumba's death. Remember, they started as the Lumba brothers.
Yeah, that's right.
It's been difficult for me to accept this sad news. Minua Kojo Fosu, why this shock? Nana Champon wrote, addressing Daddy Lumba by his real name, Charles Kojo Fosu, you have indeed done what the Creator brought you on earth to do. You will forever inspire generations. There's a nice photo of the 2 men in their jerry curls this is probably the late 80s. Then if you go to Channel 1 News, Kojo Entry is also telling the website that he is very sad at the loss of Daddy Lumba, describes him as a brother. Celebrated Ghanaian musician Kojo Entry has mourned the demise of his colleague, reflecting on his relationship with the late artist during an interview with Channel 1 News. Fauzu Masaudu Kojo Entry described Daddy Lumba as a brother and said his visit to the bereaved family was obligatory. He, however, declined to respond to questions about the depth of his working relationship with his late colleague, saying that for now he's just focused on mourning the man.
Fred Tetejabano has an interesting article on Daddy Lumba, the voice that echoed through Ghana's historic 2008 elections. So apparently Naneu was a political song, Ayohuhuhu was a political song, and of course Nanaya Winner was one. So Fred delves into the tapestry of
even Yentiobia was fascinated into politics, even though it was not a political
it's
song.
A very beautiful
what happened
article
was,
here.
I think the President Mahama went to the Kumasi area. And then apparently at the time, the minority was always raising issues, and then, so apparently they mounted big speakers at the back of the car, their truck, and they were playing. And I interviewed one MP he was defeated by a young lady, Honorable Kofi Frimpong. Yes, so he actually in that interview which was played on Eyewitness.
He said Mahama has become a right. Now I want you to do something on the Axel Road, and there's also a very good story. A UGMC performs first ever pinhole obesity surgery. Timothy Nembe reporting for the Graphic reports that the University of Ghana Medical Center has taken another significant step forward in advancing weight loss surgery in Ghana with the performance of the first ever pinhole surgery on an obese person.
Right.
Now, it's described as a laparoscopic gastric sleeve surgery, a type of weight loss surgery where a large portion of the stomach is removed to create a smaller sleeve-shaped stomach. Was carried out on a patient at the facility on Friday. The historic surgery lasted about 3 hours. Was conducted by a 30-member medical team comprising surgeons, anesthetists, perioperative and recovery nurses, nutritionists, and other supporting medical staff, led by head of surgery department of the Kenyatta National Hospital, Nairobi, Kenya, Dr. Kennedy Odende. About 80% of the patient's stomach was taken out, restricting the amount of food that can be eaten, with the ultimate goal to result in weight loss. A general surgeon at UGMC, Dr. Dominic Dakwa, and head of surgery department, Dr. Emmanuel Nachele, were key members of the team that undertook the surgical procedure.
Yeah, I've been reading about really this kind of surgery from external sources. I just hope that when the drastic weight reduction sets in, there will be all. Normally, you notice that there will be excess flesh, so they would have to go and trim those
Touching on
ones.
the adverse effects of the laparoscopic gastric sleeve surgery, said the adverse effect we want to create is weight loss, and that is positive to achieve. He added that the restriction of the capacity of the stomach to take in more food was not harmful to the patient because we make sure that the rest of the diet is balanced and we give supplements where necessary and the patient lives his life normally.
Yeah. So while this is a brilliant one, I think all over the places you are seeing all kinds of people doing lips enhancements.
Yeah, those things.
And then
they should go to properly accredited facilities.
There should be guidelines.
Axial load.
Yes,
Axial load stations are under attack. Page 6 of the new publisher reports. In what insiders fear could spiral into a nationwide scandal, a group of unscrupulous individuals described as local workers by local workers as politically connected hoodlums have on the blind side of key state actors seized control of several axial load stations in the Ashanti region and parts of the Eastern and Bono regions. This alarming development, which continues to unfold quietly under the radar of the presidency, the Ministry of Roads and Highways, the Ashanti Regional Minister, Metropolitan, Municipal and District Chief Executives, and the Director of Ghana Highways Authority, threatens to derail some of the current administration's hard-won gains. Quote, "They stormed the place with threats. We were told bluntly that our services were no longer needed and that we should vanish or face the consequences," a frightened former staff member of one of the affected axial load stations in the Ashanti region told this report.
Let's give you some quick international headlines. So EU and the US have agreed a deal with 15% tariffs for European exports to America. So that's a good one. So there's an analysis on the BBC that said the EU-US tariff deal is a big Trump win, but not a total defeat for Europe. So that's a big one. Then there's a big summit today, Agribusiness Forum, where the Ministry of Trade, the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Finance will come together to formulate a policy for Ghana's agribusiness.
As in getting
No, agribusiness. So all businesses in agri. So that includes Akuko, but it's not limited to that. So that's a
the Akuko, they should give us some so that we
can also go and
we can also go and grow the Akuko.
So how many things you want to? I say you want to do snail, you want to do mango, now you want to do Akuko.
I want you to come and live on my farm for you.
I don't think that's
when the time comes,
yes,
I will take helicopter.
In the fullness of time.
I'll come and carry a losky. We'll fly in the air.
Every agreement I want to
I will be playing a bit and then you will wear papa and the drinking soup.
Let's go. My body, when you wake up in the morning and you know the money calling, oh you go work, but you know it's out on your side. If I believe with us, if I hold my hand and believe, cause you know it's out on your side. And when you dream, no say I live for you. And when you hustle every day, many wanna go. Anything you do, I live for you. Many want. If I believe I live your side, fidelity. If I believe with us, fidelity. If I know I live your side, fidelity.
Oh, jump on now.
Go, the go. Ah, go me. And what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind, Seth, be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium, they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay way now, pay them.
Yeah. So where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, they make a finish my go be fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my go be inside?
I give you info. Make her feel the go be too small.
Go, the go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Ashika Sisa is here with Citi Business News. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, Goil and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Coming up, Monetary Policy Committee of Bank of Ghana begins its 125th meeting amid improving economic indicators. Also coming up, 2,000 Ghana Citi penalties slapped on defaulting companies as Register of Companies cracked down on non-compliant businesses. And later, Ghanaians scrutinized Finance Minister Dr. Castella Tuforsen's claim of reduced food prices. Let's settle for the details of our stories now. The Monetary Policy Committee of the BOG begins its 125th regular meeting today to review recent macroeconomic development. The three-day meeting will focus on evaluating key economic indicators such as inflation trends, exchange rate movement, and the overall stability of the financial sector. At its previous meeting, the bank maintained the policy rate at 28%, a decision the governor, Dr. Johnson Isiama, described as a cautious stance in light of lingering inflationary pressures, despite notable improvement in currency stability and broader macroeconomic performance. Market analysts are closely watching this week's meeting, especially after the MPC held an emergency session on July 17. Following that meeting, the committee stated that confidence in Ghana's economy is returning, with inflation expectations broadly anchored and external buffers significantly strengthened. The MPC's deliberations will conclude with a press briefing on Wednesday, July 30, during which the policy rate decision will be announced alongside insight into the bank's outlook for the economy. Meanwhile, the IMF has emphasized the need for the central bank to maintain a tight monetary policy rate to sustain disinflation. IMF Communications Director Julie Kozak has been addressing a press conference.
Ghana has made good progress since the beginning of the program in reducing inflation. Inflation was extremely high at the end of 2022 at 54%. It has now come down substantially to 14% at end June 2025. Going forward, it will be important for monetary policy to remain sufficiently tight, consistent with bringing inflation down to the Bank of Ghana's target range, which is 8% plus or minus 2 percentage points.
Julie Kozak is IMF Communications Director. Now, the Register of Companies, 2,000 Ghana Citi penalty awaits defaulting companies. Now, the companies that have failed to file their annual returns for 5 years or more will now be slapped with a 2,000 penalty, while those in default for up to 4 years will pay 1,000 Ghana cedis. This is part of a revised penalty regime being enforced by the Office of the Registrar of Companies, ORC, to sanitize Ghana's business register and promote compliance. The updated structure announced in a statement follows the expiration of a June 30 deadline for annual return submissions. The ORC says the new measures are aimed at ensuring that only active and law-abiding businesses remain on the company's register. Away from that, the Finance Minister's claim of visible economic progress backed by reported reductions in the prices of key food items such as maize, onions, and others is drawing scrutiny as Ghanaians assess whether the gains outlined in the mid-year budget review reflect their lived experiences in the marketplace.
Ghanaians are expressing mixed views about their experiences in the marketplace following the finance minister's claim that prices of some food items have gone down. While some say they have noticed slight reductions, others insist they are still spending more on food and want government to intervene. For them, the cost of feeding a family remains high, and they believe one key solution is improving access by helping cut food from remote areas to urban markets.
I haven't seen any reduction in food prices. Konkonte has become expensive. What used to cost 2 Ghana cedis and fill you up now barely gets you anything for 5 Ghana cedis. Traders say they are struggling to find vehicles to transport their goods. We are appealing to the government to provide support in that area.
Why did he sample and pick some food items and not the general foodstuffs? I used to come to the market with 1,000 cedis, I should get something, but now beyond 2,000, that's when you can buy for like a decent stuff for the household. So for me, I don't agree. The last time I came to the market, I bought a bowl of tomatoes for I think 280. Today they are quoting to be 50.
Others who admit to seeing some price drops are calling for more action to sustain and deepen the trend.
Not every food item has seen a reduction in prices. The prices of rice and oil have gone down, but others remain the same. Sometimes I buy a 5-kilogram bag of rice for 80 Ghana cedis, which previously cost between 120 Ghana cedis and 150 Ghana cedis. We hope food prices will drop further. I may be able to afford it now, but others may not.
At the Carnation market, traders who paid close attention to the mid-year budget presentation are also reacting. Dr. Atoforson indicated that a sack of maize, which was selling for 1,600 Ghana cedis in January, now goes for 1,440 Ghana cedis. Maize traders confirm prices have dropped even more, but they say they are struggling to attract buyers.
A bag of old stock maize is currently selling at 1,300 Ghana cedis here at the Carnation market. But from August, prices are expected to drop below that with the arrival of the new stock. If the rains continue, we expect significant reductions in the prices of food items, including maize. Prices are generally fair, so buyers can get more for less. But the challenge is that there's no money in circulation, and people are not buying.
At the Agribusiness market, onion sellers also report lower prices, consistent with the finance minister's claim that a paint bucket of onions has dropped from 120 Ghana cedis to 95 Ghana cedis. But like the palm fruit sellers, they credit the change to seasonal harvests.
I sell here as Agribusiness, and people often come to buy in bulk. A paint bucket of onions goes for 70 Ghana cedis.
That was Citi Business News' Daniel Sakiti with that report. Now, importers and exporters are urging the Finance Minister, Dr. Cassiel Atuforsen, to intervene in reducing the average lending rate of commercial banks, citing the recent decline in inflation to 13.7%. According to the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana, the current average lending rate at 27% is excessively high and should be adjusted to align with the downward trend in inflation.
Inflation has come down. The finance minister have worked hard with the fiscal policy. They take over with inflation of 23.8. As we speak, it is 13 cities, and I think that's a good thing. However, we strongly want to appeal. We will not hesitate to appeal to government that if inflation has come to 30%, why is that we still are struggling with the interest rate at the bank? With the yes, the finance minister made it clear that interest rate is now 37.
Samson Asakia Wingibet is the Executive Secretary of the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana. Now, Absa Bank Ghana has reaffirmed its commitment to nurturing young entrepreneurs with the launch of its Future Field Youth Festival dubbed I Grew It. The event, which took place alongside a visit by Sydney Mbele, Group Chief Marketing and Corporate Affairs Officer of Absa Group, underscores the bank's broader agenda to empower youth through entrepreneurship and financial inclusion. Speaking to the media on the sideline headlines of the launch, Director of Marketing and Corporate Affairs at ABSA Ghana, Nana Isilfria Tamaklu, said the initiative is designed to foster innovation, entrepreneurship, and financial literacy among Ghana's emerging generation of business leaders.
The I Grew It initiative, as you must have heard in there, is access support to young entrepreneurs. We are very committed to supporting the dreams, the ideas of young entrepreneurs. And our support usually doesn't even start financial. We try to help with capacity building, skills, development, and also even the support on the advisory aspect of it. We brought over 100 young entrepreneurs together. We brought some very seasoned panelists who have actually been through the process of starting businesses, and some are now in the area of coaching, mentoring, and seeing that they are able to help young businesses or young entrepreneurs thrive. We are very excited about this initiative because it's exposing young people from the ages of 18 to about 35 to what is possible out there.
That was Director of Marketing and Corporate Affairs at ABSA Bank Ghana Limited, Nana Isilfua Tamaklu, speaking there. Now, on the interbank market today, the dollar is going for 11 cedis, 70 pesos. The British pound is also going for 15 cedis, 60 pesos, while the euro is going for 13 cedis, 50 pesos. And that's all for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN Goil and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
Charlie, where are you?
Boss man, I'm at the bank.
Really? But your car is in front of your house.
Bro, my bank on my phone, Charlie.
Oh, how?
EcoBank, bro. With EcoBank mobile app, I can do everything, anywhere, anytime. Listen, I just checked my account balance, paid Ahmed's school fees, and sent money to my grandma at Wale.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Masa, just download the EcoBank mobile app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, or dial *770# and be your own bank manager.
Manager.
Whether to pay bills or fees, to check account statements, send money across Ghana, abroad, and more, EcoBank mobile app has got it covered. EcoBank Mobile, making everyday people live everyday lives the EcoBank way. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Ah, Ma, have you received the delivery?
See, the rider's bay. Send in the momo.
Okay, *176.
Ah, Paul, don't you use a smartphone? Use a momo app, ne?
Huh? Aba app.
Hey, I want to say a millennium, say millennial. Inim. Oh, millennium for ya nyaze. Switch to the app. Oh, you're smart. No, you're secure.
Enter a world of possibilities with the Momo app. Pay your favorite merchant, pay utility bills, and borrow from our wide range of lending services. Move to the app side today. MTN.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual. Do great things every day.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Oh yeah. Sounds of a legend. Many thanks to EcoBank MTN for helping us bring you the Citi Business News. Nashika was here earlier. My name is Caleb Kudana. Every day people face different emergencies, but many Ghanaians don't know the emergency numbers. Here's one to know: *770#. New EcoBank Money Emergency Number gives you instant access to loans, fund transfer, utility payments, airtime, and data purchase, even without data. No need to panic when you find yourself in any money emergency. EcoBank will come to your rescue. Dial *770# now for solutions to your money emergencies. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank. And to the boss ladies out there, go-getters, planners, do-it-all women, building your businesses one boat step at a time. MTN sees you. We're cheering you every step of the way. You're the reason we've made the MTN Ejuma Power. It's just for you. It's more than your business. It's more than a bundle. It's your business bestie. special data, call bundles, stay connected to your customer suppliers, everything that helps your hustle grow. But wait, there is more. MTN Ejumapa also comes with insurance benefits to help protect the business you've worked so hard to build. So dial star 5060 hash now, grab your Ejumapa bundle. Let's get to work on your success story together. MTN Ejumapa, powering women in business. Gabby Affairs ready to serve you a kickoff our sports news segment on the Citi Breakfast Show. It's brought to you by Polytank, Lecheho, and Shell. When it comes to water storage tanks, the trusted brand everyone knows as Polytank has been with us 30 years. Make no mistakes, always choose Polytank for guaranteed quality. It's available at the same price across the country at Polytank partner shops. No matter the size you're looking for, durability is always assured. Polytank, the original, always the best. The caution is that we do not request for Momo payments online, and the Lecheho Don't Give Me campaign has come to you because you deserve financial peace. Life comes with challenges. Let's help you face them. Whether it's education, rent, unexpected expenses, we've got the right loan just to meet your needs. So call or WhatsApp Nana on 02700 4799, 02700 4733. Lecheho, let's improve life. Now, how do you want your engine to feel today? Confident, protected, ready to perform? Let's talk about Shell V-Power then. Shell V-Power with Dynaflex technology, specially formulated, cleans your engine, protects it, and gives it the boost it needs. So fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you and feel performance, feel confidence, and feel protection over and over again. Feel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Shall go well. Gabby Affairs in with kickoff.
Right, it's Monday morning. Welcome aboard to Kickoff July 28. I am Gabby Affair. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Shell, Go Well, Zonda GH, Polytank Ghana, and Lecheho. Let's improve life. Coming up, the Black Queens are in town. They arrived this morning from Morocco after winning bronze at the just ended 2024 WAFCON. Reactions coming up a bit later, plus a wrap of what happened at the Black Star Square on Saturday. We'll touch on some transfer news as well, and the Women's Euros. Alright, so let's start off with the APSA Black Star Marathon, which happened over the weekend on Saturday. Now, the marathon opened with hundreds of runners competing across three fields: the wheelchair race, the 10-kilometer run, and the full 42.2-kilometer marathon. Now, the event is a brainchild of Dr. Eric Kwame Adai, a former athlete, reviving Ghana's long-distance running culture and also promoting fitness among all ages. Let's get more from Julio Ashiriframwa in this report.
Speaking at the event, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama pledges full support for the marathon, adding that the APSA Black Star Marathon will not be held annually.
The Black Star Marathon has become a part of Ghana's tourism experience, and we've labeled it the Black Star Experience. I'm lending my presence to it today to show how important that this project is for us. And I'm happy to see this beautiful turnout of so many athletes. I hear from 28 different nations. And I've never run a marathon before. I don't have the energy to run a marathon, but I admire all of you who attempt to do it. Run at your own pace. It takes strategy to run a marathon. I've seen many races where people take off like a jet and eventually they don't end the race. So pace yourself, run at your own pace. It is just enough to take part.
NSA Director General Ampo for Ankara also praised the initiative, calling it a success judging by the turnout.
It's an organization and patronage very good. It's important when you see a cross-section of citizens coming through. I'm particularly impressed with the younger ones.
APSA Ghana's Director of Marketing and Corporate Affairs, Anna Isimfo Tamaklu, said the bank supported the event because it aligns with their tagline, "Your story matters."
You know, as a bank, we care about so many things. As we say, we are not just about a bank that opens bank accounts. We are a force for good. So when this initiative was presented to us, we saw that there was so much we could do for it to support a number of causes. So we bought into the idea, and then we said, how do we get people to get involved? Number one, this is a wellness platform. Just the ability that people will train. And people have been actually training for months, and so that they can participate in the marathon. So it's a wellness agenda for us in the first place.
Some runners from the various categories shared their excitement after crossing the finish line. Please stand for it.
I can say my co-competitors, they made me to make the time. So it was a good race. First of all, I would like to thank Almighty Allah for making it successful for us. 42K is not an easy task, but as far as we have planned for it, we are able to make it by the grace of Allah.
This is just a motivation going to next year Commonwealth game, and looking forward for the LA in 20.
I came for this marathon for 10K, and it wasn't easy though, but the starting wasn't easy, but when I was becoming to the middle and the finishing, I took that really well, and that got me here in less than an hour.
That concludes the maiden APSA 2025 Black Star Marathon. For Channel 1 News, I am Julio Ashrifi Amwa.
All right, so that's my colleague Julio Ashrifi Amwa with that report from the 2025 APSA Black Star Marathon, which happened at the Black Star Square on Saturday. Now, away from that, the Black Queens have touched down this morning from Morocco after their third place finish in the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations, after beating South Africa on penalties to clinch bronze and a prize money of $350,000 from CAF. Now, the Ghana's Supporters Union were at the Kotoka International Airport in their numbers to welcome the team from Morocco.
Today is a great day for Ghanaians, West Africa and Africa as a whole, Ghanaians all over the world, because the ladies shown that they have made it before. I recall that the Black Queens are the first club that qualified to the World Cup in China. How they played a very good game. And when we look at the finalists, we could see that we could have even done better than those who qualified.
All right, so that's Vicentia Deku. She's the women's organizer of the Ghana Supporters Union, speaking to Julio Ashrifi Amwa. Now, let's hear from head coach Kimlas Bjorgren.
Yeah, of course. I want to see as many as possible. It takes a little bit of time, but we will spend the time both here in Ghana and see if there's some potential, some other players that is around. Yeah.
Okay, so talk to us about your team. At the beginning match, there were a lot of mishaps along the way. But as you progress further, you see that the men, what was the X factor there?
It's we started with all the friendly games, and we had almost no trainings at all. And now we had a pre-camp for a couple of weeks, and it was the first time we spent a lot of time together, and it gave me as a coach time to work with the players on the training field, and we had a video analysis every day.
All right, so that's the Queen's head coach Kimlas Bjorgren speaking there. Well, in the final, the Super Falcons beat the Atlas Lionesses by 3-2 after, to win a 10th title.
Running onto it, they've got a third! Nigeria are about to pull off a massive turnaround. Okoronkwo's free kick. Nigeria have won the Women's Cup of Nations for a 10th time.
All right, so for a 10th time, the Super Falcons are champions of the Women's African Cup of Nations. Let's get some reactions from the Nigerian team.
We told ourselves we can do it. We really said it, the coach said it. So everybody, all of us, we went with that mind, with that motivation that we can do it. And you see, we did it. It means a lot. Yeah, it means a lot to me. I'm happy. I'm happy about it and I'm grateful. Oh, that was a fantastic goal from my team. That was a good performance from my team, and the goal was so amazing. Yeah.
Wow, super special. Wow, the 10th one just shows the standard of women's football in Nigeria, and my first trophy in my professional career. So I'm just really excited.
All right, so those are some players from the Super Falcons really excited after winning a 10th Women's African Cup of Nations title. So it's 10 titles for Nigeria, 0 for Ghana. Well, for the individual awards, Morocco's Ghislaine Shabak won the top scorer with 5 goals in that tournament. Nigeria's Chiamaka Indadozi emerged as the best goalkeeper. Coach of the tournament went to Nigeria's Justin Madugo. A fair play team went to South Africa's Bayana, and then the champions, the Super Falcons, in the just ended 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations. In South Africa, Kotoko were crowned champions of the 2025 Toyota Cup after edging South African giants Kaizer Chiefs 3-2 on penalties at the Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban. Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara was the hero of the night, producing 4 crucial saves to secure the victory for the Ghanaian side. Yes, Abdul Karim Zito's Kotoko's head coach.
The way South Africans play, they play like Europeans, and I know it's not like the other side of the countries. They play like Europeans. They don't chase you, but they will let you chase them. And I know it because I had all my I had all my studies of 11 times I've been to Europe to learn. I'm a developer. Professionally, I'm a developer. I like working with young ones. So seriously, you didn't play badly, but maybe the luck is on our side. Because at the end of the day, you ask yourself, an element of luck was against you, and we were lucky to win. But at the end of the day, everybody would like to be lucky. So I'm very lucky. I'm very happy that tactically we went according to our plan, and it works for us.
All right, so that's Kotoko's head coach Abdul Karim Zito speaking there. Well, the win serves as a significant morale booster for Kotoko as they continue their pre-season tour of South Africa. Now let's get to Europe.
Chloe Kelly.
Who else?
Well, she scored the winning goal that gave them the final in 2022. Scored in the spot kick in resolute fashion against the Swedes. Chloe Kelly to win the European Championship for England. And also, Chloe Kelly means England retain the European Championship crown. Serena Wiegman remains unbeaten in European Championship knockout football.
All right, so Queens of the European football, again, all thanks to Chloe Kelly's spot kick, and it means that England will cement their place in the history of the Euro 2024 by retaining their European title. Let's take a listen to this winner, Chloe Kelly.
Congratulations, back-to-back Euros. Can you believe what's just happened out there?
Do you know what? This team shows exactly what it's like about to be English. I'm so proud to be English right now, and these girls are unbelievable.
You won the Euros for England 3 years ago. You've done it again. How do you do it?
This team is made of magic, and it's made of steel. When we was down against Sweden, when we was down against Italy, we've showed grit, determination, and we came back. You can't write the English off.
Sorry for the language just there, but when you were stepping up to take that penalty, what was going through your mind? You've got nerves of steel.
Yeah, I was cool. I missed against Italy and I hit the tapping in, and then I knew I weren't going to miss twice.
All right, so that's England's Chloe Kelly speaking after guiding her side to beating Spain in the European final. Well, that's the very latest in the world of sports. For more, you can head to citysportsonline.com, and also you can follow us on X, City Sports GHA. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Shell, Goa, Zonda GH, Politangana, and Lesheho. Let's improve life. I am Gabi Ofer. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care and bye-bye.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's share go, we improve your life. Papa no Ankasa. Polytech is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytech, we get some more.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. We are already in July. Half the year is gone. Now ask yourself, have I actually saved towards the goals I set in January? Or have I just been hoping things will work out? Saving without a plan is like boarding a trotro without knowing your stop. You'll end up anywhere. It's time to review. Are you saving consistently? Do you know how much you need by December? Are you using an account that earns you interest? Petra is here to help. Whether you're starting small or catching up, we'll guide you to save with purpose so you can actually meet your goals by year end. Don't just hope. Dial *447*70# and let's build a plan that turns dreams into results for free. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva Tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509-551-609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Auntie can cook.
Dado. Me did in an armament ground. But Dado spices here what Jenny say. Nanya good taste. If we say you're the natural spices and I you want all purpose, stew, noodles, curry and nutmeg and a jollof. Dado spices. Taste yummy. Taste lemon. Dado spices. Taste gay inside. FDA in Kratoya too.
TDC Ghana Limited wishes to inform all business owners, industrial operators, and tenants within the Tema acquisition area that a special rent collection exercise will commence on the 2nd of July and run through to 31st of July 2025. All defaulting leaseholders and occupants are hereby advised to settle outstanding arrears of their house, shops, offices, and ground rent within this period. Failure to comply will result in strict enforcement actions, including closure and sealing of premises and legal recovering procedures. To avoid disruption of your business operations or loss of access to your premises, visit TDC head office at Community 1, Tema. Pay all outstanding arrears and collect official receipts. We urge all stakeholders to treat this notice with urgency to avoid reputational damage and operational disruptions. For further information, please contact our 24-hour call center on 0303 202 731. TDC Ghana Limited, leader in the real estate business.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
$7:38 on the Citi Breakfast Show. We call this one a Lumba tribute show for good reason. I mean, a man. What? How can I describe that, a Lumba? I don't even know. In the meantime, please help me wish Louisa Laye, aka Oche, a happy belated birthday. Kamal, myself, and the kids appreciate you so much. Happy birthday again from the Pans and Grill East Legon family. We are looking forward to the Kenke party. Also wishing Hajia Ayi Zakaria, the Director of Finance at the NPA, a happy birthday. May the Almighty Allah continue to bless your new age. From Alhaji Nuruddin Al Hassan, SIC Insurance PLC Tamale Area Manager. And get paid smarter with Zenith Merchant Pay. Make receiving payments fast, easy, and stress-free with the seamless solutions that Zenith Merchant Pay has for SMEs and corporates. You can receive payment via mobile money, a QR code, bulk transfer, or bank transfer, or star 966 hash, which is our USSD, all in real time. Sign up for Zenith Merchant Pay today at any Zenith branch and enjoy fast, secure, instant payments anywhere in Ghana. And if you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost, or looking for a vibrant student experience in a community that builds your confidence and equips you with real-world employability skills, enjoy these and more with scholarships available to support your academic journey at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by expert faculty trained to UK standards right here on our Ghana campus. Visit lancaster.edu.gh or 0248656274. Lancaster University, the only British university campus in West Africa. Quick information, Anglo Gold Ashanti is cautioning the public against engaging in investment schemes being promoted on social media and allegedly being offered by Anglo Gold Ashanti Ghana, including the TikTok account promoting an Anglo Gold Ashanti investment scheme. The company does not operate and has not authorized any person to offer any investment scheme on TikTok or any social media platform. Stay alive, protect yourself from fraud, and report suspicious activity to the nearest police station. Visit anglogoldashanti.com or call 055-658-2933. That's 055-658-2933. Don't forget that in the last hour we bring you Edtech Monday, and it's a big conversation from 9:05 to 10 a.m. looking at aspects of education technology with a specially recorded version featuring some highly interesting panel members. I'll tell you more later on. But the Edtech Monday is brought to you by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with MEST and with support from the Citi Breakfast Show. In business, every moment without the right solution is an opportunity missed. As a business owner, you deserve a solution that can take your ambition to the next level. Introducing the Absa Mobi Tap, the solution that turns your Android device into your ultimate business partner. With just your NFC-enabled mobile device, such as a phone, you can accept payments from debit and credit cards, plus mobile money wallets, quickly, easily, and anytime. Is your business ready for the next level? Visit your nearest branch today, sign up for the Absa Mobi Tab, and unlock your business potential. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters, Absa. And ahead of the commemoration of the World IVF Day on July 25, Accra Fertility Center, a subsidiary of Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital, is offering a special discounted consultation fee now through 15th August. So pay just 299 cedis to book an appointment with our experienced fertility specialist. Whether you're just starting a fertility journey, looking for IVF service or an expert advice, now is the perfect time to take that step with the trusted professionals at the Accra Fertility Center. We will provide you with expert care, state-of-the-art technology, and now affordable access. Don't miss this limited time offer. Call Accra Fertility Center now on 0501 577 568 or visit our website medifemhospital.com to schedule your consultation. Accra Fertility Center, where dreams of parenthood come to life.
And there has never been a better time to get things done, as SG Ghana is making it possible. Our low interest rates are back. Yasante so if you're a salaried worker, whether you are on controller and accountant general payment payroll, working with an SG Ghana listed institution, or already banking with SG Ghana, this is your time. From now until the end of September this year, apply and receive a loan from SG Ghana for your personal or business needs and enjoy unbelievably low interest rates during the Yasante So loan promo. Join thousands of Ghanaians transforming their lives with the money they need at the rates they love. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 0302 214 314 for more details about the Yasante So loans promo today. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you. And let's talk about Kia and UST. Get ready for the biggest reunion of the year as the Tech Alumni Homecoming 2025 is happening from the 1st to the 3rd of August 2025 on our beautiful campus. You know how we do it. The theme is celebrating our legacy, building our future. Join your fellow technocrats from across the world for an exciting lineup of events, a guided campus tour, faculty-based mentorship sessions, grand opening ceremony and innovation exhibition, a dazzling networking cocktail, and unforgettable Generations Jam to reconnect and unwind. On Saturday, you get your heart racing with the Health Walk, plant a legacy tree, and enjoy hall-based activities as well as compete in thrilling sports at Pajo Stadium. On Sunday, we round it up in a massive Thanksgiving. So don't miss this historic moment to reconnect, reflect, and reignite the tech spirit. The date again is 1st to the 3rd of August, KNUST campus. And what are you proud of? Well, at First Atlantic Bank, we are proud to be crowned Digital Bank of the Year, not once, 2 times, back to back. This isn't just a fancy title, it's a celebration of our commitment and relentless drive to give you the ultimate convenience in digital banking, whether it's through our mobile app, internet banking, USSD, or any of our seamless platforms. We make sure your banking experience is truly safe, fast, and secure. So don't settle for less. Join the Purple family today and experience the true meaning of smart banking. First Atlantic Bank, refreshingly different.
So from the Lumba brothers to Daddy Lumba to DL, and I'm going to do a quick thing with my friend Frema this morning.
Yeah, man.
Because for me, I don't even know where I am. I just like 2 minutes on, but you help me and help us this morning. With the Lumba story captured in how many songs?
Many.
Because he's done 200 and
over, yeah,
33
over
albums?
33 albums.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you able to pick a top 10?
We can try, but I think that, yes, but I mean, every Lumba album, has great songs on it.
Yeah.
So I don't think that we can have, everybody can have their own top 10. Because every Lumba song is great, and if you itemize everything, if you take your time to go through, sometimes you notice that for particular albums, every song on it was a hit. Every song on it was popular.
Yeah.
So we can attempt to look at some 10 songs of that Lumba. Maybe what I think
top 10
is
but
great.
Since there are 200, we should do 20. So you start at 10 with me, and then you continue with now.
Maybe.
Yeah, because if the guy has done 200. 10% is 20.
Top of your head, you can just mention like 30 Lumba songs or more.
I tell you. His first album was with 1989, right?
Yes, that was Meyaka Kwentum. Yayaka Kwentum with Ernest.
So maybe they were in their 20s. Because if he was born in 1964, So 74 is 10, 84 is 20, 89 is 25.
25, yes.
Wow.
Yes, and I was going to be 61.
He's been around for so long. I thought he was actually much older. I was surprised he's only 60.
Because you've known his works, you know, and his work defined
my
him.
whole life.
So yes,
basically,
yes.
because wow, he's only 60.
And that is what makes Daddy Lumba an institution. That's what sets him apart from his contemporaries, because his ability to, you know, transition and to meet different generations. And I mean, there are people, great artists, that if you ask a JHS student today or senior high school student, they wouldn't even know. And these are not people who came long ago. But you mentioned Daddy Lumba, and everybody knows him. People who don't even understand the language knows Daddy Lumba. You know, I mean, Daddy Lumba goes beyond Ghana. If his song is part of King Charles's playlist, then you know that Daddy Lumba
a friend of mine
has arrived.
wrote a tribute, and he uses about how many words here? 10 words to describe Lumba. And I don't know if you agree. Icon, legend, master musician, hit maker, serial award winner, poet, philosopher, trendsetter, crooner.
Yes, sir.
This one, have you heard this word before? Balladier.
Come on.
This
Okay,
one,
maybe
you
his
have to-
ballads. Yeah.
You have meeting before. And then patriot. So this is Professor Lloyd Amwa writing. And it was a very powerful article. It said Odupon Tutu.
Come on.
Nanti Bebre. Nanti
Nanti Brebre.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Tutu. I mean, we've lost a great person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says he left. Let me end the conclusion. He left us, and in doing so, has drawn the curtain on an era. In his hugely impressive discography, Brad Charles is immortalized. He joins that rare and exclusive breed of Ghanaian creatives and artists who were truly beloved for their sheer wizardry of their artistry and the way they just carried themselves. He was simply cuddly. Icon, legend, master musician,
Come on.
hit maker,
Yes, sir.
serial award winner,
Zion.
poet, philosopher, trendsetter, crooner. You also say it's called balladier
Balladier.
and patriot. You agree with everything?
Everything. I won't even take one. And I will even add onto it because you see, for me, so this morning when I was coming, what I was telling myself was Daddy Lumba is not somebody I live with. Daddy Lumba, I don't see him every day.
Okay.
So I would just have to use my mind to accept the fact that Daddy Lumba is dead.
Because
likewise, I can reject that Daddy Lumba is dead because it's his
every day you
music.
hear
So in my mind, for me, quite honestly, I just can't accept that Daddy Lumba is dead. And to me, Daddy Lumba is not dead.
But the one we just played, Macram.
Yes, Macramo.
What is he saying here? Why is it one of your top 10?
Yes, it's one of my top 10. Because I think that this is a song that should let you reflect, should make you sit down and meditate.
Okay.
If tomorrow you are gone, how are we going to describe you? And it looks like Daddy Lumba, 30-something years ago, saw today.
This is 93 from the Baby Jeju
Exactly.
album.
So when you listen to the lyrics of Macramo, he talks about ene meshiamwe menimu dinkra ebia na ochina mo enhume na se meni ho a mo hwe menwuma meyeye na mommo medin. You understand? Ema mo nsuma mo te se mewu a ema mo nsuma me mo nsuma mo ne mo ma. Exactly. So it looks like Daddy Lumba, took himself out of his body and transported himself to 2025. And today we are all playing this song, but we are not even listening to what he's saying.
Wow.
But he's saying that sememe kwa munshe munsuma mohone moma. So what we all have to now ask ourselves will be, if you are not here today, how are people going to describe you? What is your legacy?
Wow.
I think Lumba has paid his dues.
Let me hear the song. And even if you don't know the title of the song, I'm sure you've heard it before. That's the thing with Lumba. There's so many songs of his that you hear, and I've heard this song somewhere, but I didn't even know this was titled Macram.
Yeah. The painful bit
Yeah.
about all this is we play Daddy Lumba songs everywhere, at funerals and all. For me, I never thought I'll be sitting here talking about Lumba like this. I thought it probably would be a Friday. We'll come and enjoy on Dynamic Friday and make all the noise. You understand? But I never thought it would be a day where
so out of the blue, because it wasn't like he was unwell. You know, there's people who have been quiet for a long time. A lot of the older folks, CK man and things, you don't hear of them and then they leave. Lumba there's nothing to tell you that
we just weren't ready for Lumba's death. We just weren't ready.
Yeah.
You know, on Saturday when I heard it, I was asleep. So it was and interestingly, Lumba shares a birthday with Basan, my second son.
Are you kidding me?
29th September. You know, so I was sleeping when my son came in and said, Mommy, are you sleeping? Daddy Lumba is dead.
But how do you wake up? Oh, Charlie.
You know, so it felt like I did it. You know, I was sleeping and so I just looked at him and turned. I was going back and said, wake up, Lumba is dead. So I just woke up and said, what did you say? He said, that Lumba is not dead. That Lumba cannot die. He said, Mommy, he is dead. So I just started checking portals, go on social media. I was like, but Lumba can't die. You know, there are certain people like Michael Jackson can't die, like JJ Rollins can't die. You know, there are certain people.
Yeah, they've made so much impact.
Exactly.
They've been with us for so long.
Yeah.
Oh, but is that how they break news to a mother?
But say on the unknown, my renting. He felt like, oh, the Lumba, no, that. Oh, that. You are sleeping, Lumba's death away. You are sleeping. Wake up. Exactly. Yeah.
That was so funny. But you're saying, so this song is prophetic, right? 1993.
Yes.
Part of the Bibi Jejo album. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, the Bibi Jejo album had some pretty cool songs. I'll probably mention, of course, the original Bibi Jejo song itself was there. And then there was the Makramo, which we just played. And then Nyamidin, what I played this morning. The song is very nice. And then Me Dream Me Who.
Yeah.
And then Me Pewa Sembebre.
Yeah.
Very good album actually. So that was like, and only 4 songs or 5 songs on that album. Makramo as well. But which other song do you think makes it into your top 10?
For me, I think that one of that Lumba's all-time favorites for many people and myself would be Ankwanoma.
Oh, what we heard before.
Yeah, because it also talks about, you know, in that era, the struggles of young people seeking.
Ankwanoma mean?
So Ankwanoma, the word, you know, if you are breaking it down, it's like a combination of 2 words. So a lot of people have described Ankwanoma as an eagle or as a bird and all that. But so if we take the word Ankwanoma, it's 2 words. We have the Ankonam bit, and then we have the Anoma. So in the context of that Lumba song, you know, it's more of like a solitary bird, a lonely bird. But this time it's talking about a young traveler who is seeking greener pastures elsewhere, the difficulties that you go through, you know, and you have to do something, because the issue is
and then a bed, a solitary bed.
Exactly. But here is more of the traveler, the young man seeking to make it life. Ankwanoma medemekra aba for ye. Me ye nia metumi, memre soa na meko. But when you come to the verse, you hear se ubi bine abubonia anka ubeto ekumama no. If the woodpecker was your family member, you know the woodpecker uses the beak to hit the trunk, and that is very dangerous. So he says that senka ubi bine abubonia na anka ubeto ekuma, you would have bought an axe so that it wouldn't have to use the beak to do this, because ejuma mi ye eyo ejuma. Because what he's doing is very dangerous, you know.
That's quite serious.
Exactly. And then
let me play that song, because I didn't know he said all this.
You won't hear it. You won't hear it.
No, she will show me.
Membrana suona mi puro.
That's it. It's gonna ma. I'm not so deal. Don't consider. And then I'm a penny say. This is from Joshua for more. Shabrentina Manabasa. I don't see free my dear question for anymore. No, work up until one time. Can it be a boy boost for?
Very sad. Wow.
It's a bad man, you will maybe I met me there. You ran swan and go. I'm coming away. I'm going to have for you. Yeah, I'm not to me. You ran swan and go.
I get it now.
So if I'm taking you through, he says that obi bini abubunia anka wo beto ekuma biama no adwuma me ye eyo wo adwuma Charles menko a me hyebre, this is my destiny esukonoma ekwa me nam so edie emu ohu akwantu mu nsem ye nkentia anka wo behu se mabre me hu bi dan kwansere enye ne me pene se me sensen sura me ti ehwe fom dan kwansere is a bat and you know the bats they turn upside down. That is not what I wanted, but this is my destiny.
So this is the hustler's anthem.
Exactly.
Who's working abroad for the family.
Exactly.
Killing himself, and people don't even understand.
Going through all life challenges, the difficulties.
Breaking the glass
exactly.
ceiling for many.
And then it comes down to say that ebusuya mi free mu die. Obuafo nim.
Oh.
Exactly. Entina obiosu konoma media rehuaka akwentu.
Oh, Charlie.
There's no help from the family, you know. Makantam say anka meye bi abo abusuafo. Dachi bi mewua na.
So like when I die, then they will appreciate.
Then they appreciate. Nanso mebusuafo de. A man from Padipa. I mean, this family. You can't have every family exactly.
This is deep.
Oma cantam say omo de there for woman. And the beye chene.
So the skin of
the skin of a great man.
They use it to play drum.
So that's what they will use to play drum. Now the explanation is people who understand believe that, you know, in the world of witchcraft, okay, they always come for the great person in the family. And when you are the great person in your family and you die, they kill you. They don't eat your meat.
They use it.
They use your skin to
so that they will rejoice over your demise.
So that when they play the drum, they can rejoice and call others to come in. Exactly. So this is his destiny. This is his life. Wow. Do you understand?
And this is 1990.
1990. So he's telling
fresh from yard.
Exactly that. This is my life. Wow. And this was the era where many guys were traveling, and this was their story. Many people traveled, they sent money back home for property, for legacy and all that. Nothing was done for them.
So a lot of his songs were commentaries around those times and the problems that people who went abroad to work faced.
Exactly.
Things like Sikasem as well.
Sikasem, exactly. Adia Sika ye ohienti minye bi. Sika na mapenya ya abofra e wona brabom. So you heard most of Maka Kwentum, Eya Kwentum nsem, so that era, you know, Yaka Kwentum, Ankwanoma, Sikasem,
so
all
anybody
these
who lives in Ghana in those years who understand what he's saying.
Exactly.
If you have somebody who's traveled abroad, not hearing from them.
Exactly.
Or you have somebody who's abroad who's not able to send money home. You understand what he's saying.
Exactly.
You understand what he's saying.
Exactly. But at a point, you tell yourself that you can't die. Do you understand? You can only do up to a certain level. I mean, so you can try. When it's time for you to go, you bow out.
I think this is important because for the younger people, maybe they had more of his love songs.
Yeah. Exactly.
But I think the 89, 91, 92 commentaries, I mean, Yaya Kwentum, that's another one.
Yeah. And Yaya Kwentum, for instance, if you listen to, I think, Sikasem or something, he even mentions the fact that when he wrote Yaya Kwentum, because of money issues and all, the song stayed in the room for 3 years.
You couldn't even put it out.
He couldn't even put it out. Yes. And he mentions this in Sikasem.
Sikasem.
Exactly.
Wow. So before we get into some of the more happy songs, these are the ones that make you think a lot, which is why I think it's up to describe him as a philosopher as well, a poet, a social commentator. He was very, very deep. And the other thing is that he hides some of the expressions, like the thing you said about the skin of the... Yeah, I mean... Yeah. It's very heavy.
Yeah, I mean that is what makes him a poet. That Lumba is very rich, in language. He uses ornamental language. I mean, language that will be spoken at the king's court. Yeah, you understand. So if you don't understand, he's communicating to great people.
Did he grow up in that setting? Because
he grew up. Lumba is from Nsuta. He grew up, there. And when you live with elders, you understand the language.
Okay.
Because Omoka Benyansafo Yebunobe, you understand? Yakasa Bebum. Do you get it? So there are a lot of things that coded language because children are there. So we speak to whoever we are speaking to with specific language.
So he had that.
So you can be there and people are talking. You know a tree na ye can.
But it's not
exactly, and that's that Lumba for you. Wow. Yeah.
This is a City Breakfast Show. I call this one a special Lumba tribute. Look, we can't do a tribute in a show, but I've put Frema, and she's in black. Sometimes we forget that for those of you who are very close, you've produced a lot of musicians in the entertainment world, it hits you heavier. For us, we just use this music to have fun on air, and we use it to comfort ourselves when we're abroad. But for you, you've produced music, you've done events, so you it's different. So condolences to you.
Thank you. When I saw you, Lumba.
When I saw you in black today, I was like, hey, Frames, what if I did World Cup kakra?
No.
But it's
Charlie hits me back.
Yeah, I know. And the way your boy came to even wake you up.
That Lumba.
But it also shows that he understands what it means to
Yes. For him to come and wake you up like that,
yes,
it means he knows. He knows. Well, it's 8:05. Yep. Let's bring it to social media trends, and
it's brought to us by Telecel and First Bank Ghana. First Bank Ghana wants to unleash the future banker in your child. So this long vacation, they are saying bring them for internship, mentorship and counseling. It started in July, but it ends in September 12. So sign your kids up very quickly. If they are 12 or less, sign them up for the Kids First account. If they are between 10 and 14, the Me First account is what we've crafted for them. Then you apply for the First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program. They will have 5 days of exciting learning experience at any of our branches. They receive a certificate along with products from Gino, Kivo, Top Up Pharmacy, Awake, Kiki, and Pepsodent, and they stand a chance of winning an attractive cash prize when they excel an essay writing competition. Please call 0596 921 921 to find out more. The Ghana National Council of Private Schools is proud to be associated with this.
Edwin Kwakofi, you dressed like you went to church. The way they set your way.
Or maybe they are naming his daughter.
A golden shirt with
child christening.
What's the name of this
wine
color?
Something.
A wine pocket. It's a nice shirt, pal.
Yeah, that's burgundy.
I got it.
So I'm celebrating the life of Daddy Lumba.
Thank you.
Because of what he's done for all of us. I think a lot of the conversations on social media revolved around the impact of his songs and the relatability. If you are going through a tough breakup, heartbreak, there's a song for you. If you are wondering where you get your next meal, there's a song for you. If you are just conscious of what is going on around you, there's a song for you. And that's what people are talking about the most on social media. So there were tributes from President Mahama, the composers who are British, Ghanaian instrumentalists or band who performed on the same stage as Daddy Lumba, Rocky Dawouni, who is a great musician as well, Gramps Morgan.
Wow.
And Davido also had a tribute for him at his concert in Canada. So yes, in real time, yes. So he played his songs, very heartfelt as well. So a lot of people.
We need to make time to celebrate Lumba properly.
Exactly.
It means a lot to a lot of us.
Yes, he does.
So that's the number one trend, I'm sure.
That's the number one trend. A lot of people were even comparing his impacts in Ghana, and they say because of the language barrier, maybe that's why he didn't break out globally to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And that
in his genre.
In his genre.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Even though he may not be known in certain parts of the world, he is still a major icon across the world to people who knew him and knew his music.
Quality is not a function of size.
Exactly.
It's intrinsic. So Lumba's, the fact that people in Greenland may not know him Does not reduce his quality at all.
And the conversation about whether he was awarded enough, whether he was celebrated enough. You know, he won the Artist of the Year in 2000, also won High Life Artist of the Year that year.
Yeah.
But then people say he had so many hit songs across various decades, and that how is it that he didn't win more for what he put out, the music he put out?
It transcends awards.
Exactly.
You can't manage Lumba like that.
No, you see, for me, I think the issue now is a lot of our young artists produce their music looking at, I want to go to the Grammys, I want to win this, I want to win that. Daddy Lumba, you know, you can't cap him. You can't put Lumba in any space. He doesn't care. It is an awards year. He doesn't care which year they are looking at. If he has to release the song, he will release it. And I think that giving him an award, you know, for me, who Daddy Lumba is, what he stood for and all, goes beyond the award that was supposed to have been given to him. And I don't think anybody can rate Daddy Lumba with the number of awards he got. No. We cannot, look at Lumba and say that because you got 3 awards or because you got this award, this person is... No. Lumba is at the top. Lumba shouldn't even be part of any award scheme.
Because what he does is, he's not looking at the awards. So once Ghana for Penyum need
he's a true artist.
What else?
Well, aside that...
Lumba is dead. Lumba is dead.
But he said, you just explained... You've given me an education.
Yeah.
He did this in 91. That we should celebrate his work. Lumba is on top. What else is trending?
Well, Boko is unfortunately trending. The issues over the weekend, Boko SHS was temporarily closed down after a student was shot in the dorm, dragged out and shot. So the government has reviewed the curfew hours from 2 p.m. to 6 a.m. and then issued a comprehensive ban on possession of weapons. So people are talking about what seems to be some insecurity in various parts of the country. So we've had the Boko incident. We also had the issues, the killings at Asanwase as well. So there's a lot of concern about our security and the people who are dying as a result. So they expect the government to step in and do a little better. Obviously, the curfew and the ban are two big decisions that the government has taken, but given how protracted the conflict has been in Boko, people are hoping that there's an end in sight soon. So we move away from that, and a few sports trends before I go. The Black Queens have arrived in Ghana after winning bronze at the women's AFCON on penalties against South Africa. Good performance in that game. The Nigerians are trending as well. They came from behind 2-0 down to beat Morocco, the hosts, by 3-2 to win the competition. And England are trending because their women also won the Women Euros, beating Spain on penalty. Michelle Ajiman.
Me, I claim her as Ghanaian. This is British Charlie. Her dad was in the crowd taking a photo. It was so beautiful to see. She's, I think, a 19-year-old or so. Best young player.
She was wonderful.
Amazing.
And then the way she stepped up for her award, her dance, her little dance is going viral as well. So
if you are called Michelle Ajiman, wherever you are, we know where you are from.
Exactly. Okay, so we'll move on to tech news, and I want to circle back to Daddy Lumba. So a lot of people are wondering how they can find Daddy Lumba songs to listen to, and there's Spotify. Just type in Daddy Lumba, you get there. He has over 120,000 monthly listeners. So a lot of people listening to him regularly. Regularly. So you can also go on YouTube, Daddy Lumba topic. You can find his various albums there. Go listen, have a treat, and just remember the man as he was, remember his legacy, the songs he put out, and what impact he made on all of us.
Some guy sent me something. I just realized that Abrofu inti tree intira. Anka enyem Michael Jackson afeni Daddy Lumba.
At all.
Did I read it correct?
They are not limits.
Was it Abrofu Intia? Anka enyem Michael Jackson afeni Daddy Lumba.
And you see, this really sounds like a line in Daddy Lumba's song. True. You can go like Abrofu Intia.
Afeni Daddy. Sike.
Mama.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Charlie.
Listen, guys. One day, an old lady inherited a huge sum of money. Her family worried about how to break the good news to her. They feared that the sudden good news might give her a heart attack. And so they decided the family doctor, who was experienced in delivering such news, should be the one to tell her. And when he did, surprisingly, she smiled. Relieved, he asked, "What are you going to do with all that money?" She replied, "I am going to give you half." The doctor rather had a heart attack. Can you imagine? People are often surprised when we put them first. At First Bank, that's what we do. We put you first. Experience the gold standard of banking with First Bank. Open an account today and enjoy our user-friendly mobile app, quick banking via *894#, convenient shopping with our Visa Prepaid and MasterCard, and more. All designed to serve you better. First Bank. You first.
There is small money, there is big money, and there is too much money. Telecel Too Much Money promo is here. Dial *500# to opt in. In the Telecel Too Much Money promo, you can win 100 Ghana cedis cash in the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis in the weekly draws, and 1.2 million Ghana cedis in the grand draw. That's 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Simply reload airtime to end point to stand a chance to win. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in now for the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
TDC Ghana Limited wishes to inform all business owners, industrial operators, and tenants within the Tema acquisition area that a special rent collection exercise will commence on the 2nd of July and run through to 31st of July 2025. All defaulting leaseholders and occupants are hereby advised to settle outstanding arrears of their house, shops, offices, and ground rent within this period. Failure to comply will result in strict enforcement actions, including closure and sealing of premises and legal recovering procedures. To avoid disruption of your business operations or loss of access to your premises, visit TDC head office at Community 1, Tema. Pay all outstanding arrears and collect official receipts. We urge all stakeholders to treat this notice with urgency to avoid reputational damage and operational disruptions. For further information, please contact our 24-hour call center on 0303-202-731. TDC Ghana Limited, leader in the real estate business.
ShopRite's low price birthday is on, which means you get all the low price deals without missing a beat. Celebrate with incredible savings like 200 grams one chicken luncheon meat for just 39 cedis, 99 pesos, and 125 gram Titus sardine for only 15 cedis, 49 pesos. Offers valid until 3rd August. Don't miss out on our party rock and low prices only at ShopRite. Lower prices you can trust always. Plus, you can stand to win groceries for a year. Simply purchase 3 participating products, check your code on your competition till slip, and enter via our WhatsApp line. Competition ends 7 September. See in store for more details.
Good morning, class. My apologies. I'm late for your class today. My apologies, like I said. On my note, the economy. What's your next class?
Psychology.
Okay, who can help me? I want to send money with my bank. Withdraw some monies, I feel let me tank. Me try error. Hey, to be frank, but doc, this your bank there. It be junk. Digital Bank of the Year, FA, the bank of the moment. Doc, can you wait? Safe and smooth, we no go talk plenty. First Atlantic Bank, FA.
Yeah, they've won it back to back. Up to now, no bank is close to that.
Back to back? Yeah, Doc, that's the fact. So, Doc, if you sign up, you can't depart. 2 times winner, Digital Bank of the Year. Back to back, if I enter your ear. Quick, safe,
always on time. Secure transactions for you, my dear.
Pay your debt and bill. Stay home or relax and chill. First Atlantic Bank be the deal. Charlie FAB and your bill. try to pay your debt and bill. Go the guitar. FAB, I'm your bill. Stay the guitar. Go the guitar. Yasaka for frabo. Pepe powder. Pepe jawo. Sankofa pepe powder. Sankofa pepe powder. Sankofa pepe powder. Abuna abonje krakra. Sankofa pepe powder. Sankofa pepe powder. Jawo.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
Hurry, someday out of way. Hurry, someday out of way. Hurry, someday out of way. Hurry, someday out of way.
The City Breakfast Show. The noise.
Mommy see me back where you. Dream of it and antio, quite over so. If you study you, never go be a nigga. And also I know Joe, me back where you. Me be a bonito tati lumbe. Me be a bonito go so. And me no pretty. A dear me no pretty Indiana. What do you mean I'm working so? And now say me ding, daddy. What did he want is out? I can't come my say, and so only I can't say. Niponya me a shwana, Niponya me a shwana. I said nobody, she don't yell, said ya down for me to me so. Ain't me say, don't be a steam.
22 minutes past the hour of 80, the breakfast show. A special tribute to that Lumba or DL. And of course, the tragic incident occurred on Saturday, the 25th of July. Still, we have not even fully processed it. My guest in studio, not my guest, my friend Frema Idunyame. We've called her back from leave to come and help us. I'm here with Chiskai, Francis Kakakra Forcing, and Caleb Kuda. Now, when Republic Bank says they're the one for you, they really mean they are the one for you. They've reduced their city mortgage interest rates even further to a new low in the teens. This means you can afford your dream home or your next one for less. And if you're already with a mortgage with your bank, you can switch to Republic Bank and enjoy this exciting deal. You may call 054-010-9649 or email myhome@republicghana.com. So from this sounds like the remix of Min Saida, which is a song he released in the early 90s, right?
Yes. So this one comes back. You know, that's the beauty of what that Lumba stands for.
Yeah.
His ability to reinvent himself with time.
Right.
So although he did the Men Seda and the Obiatame Sobo, all these, he found a way to bring it back, you know, for young people to also enjoy it.
Men Seda's 92 Playboy album.
Yeah.
What was he talking about here?
So Men Seda, you know, that Lumba starts with an advice from his mother. Okay. He was very close to his mom. So when you hear Kone, when you hear Amesa, in Sutaniba, then he's talking about his mom and, you know, things that a mother would tell the son. So with Men said that he starts with Ma mese mebakwejo fawutrimu fita nanti ekosi womb. If he said the onipa guno enwa nocha, I mean, pursue life with clear intentions. Because whatever you sow, that is what you reap. And so that Lumba says that entimimpe obia bone kwejofosu intimate air preding. What are we fighting over? And I would demand me fear mu who say me din e kaumpo and kamasay. You are just, tarnishing my image, defaming me, undermining me. You wish to just bring me down. Nanso nipa nyame yeshra no. So oba de yeshra wa onipa bia nto me say o. Exactly. Yeah. Na mawaye bosasa o mama people wanim nisio minyamie edienti na mawaye bosasa o amesae people wanim nisio edienti na mawaye bosasa o mama people wanim nisio minyamie Edienti na mawaye bosasa o amesae pipa wanim nisio Medi masem tu erade animo emra na me ya bofra no wiase nyina yimi maya o metumenia nensa menena basa no nyina sena papa nswani wo meso ne menina so na mesaka o adumra odimia befia Enti wine jidi dase ohiani bapa mesa ama ubewa ma ubebi enyinia o ama be your brain pon ama ni diarity ama manso daddy lumbe mani eni dao enti ja drin ja usu le kai hu say shout about it enye radede kro ti jaisu Harry, so did he away.
What are you saying there?
So, they just said some did he away. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a musical language.
We all say what we want.
It's Apietus did this one. Okay. So he just put something there. So it's not really any proper word, just a musical language. Yeah.
But it's deep, eh?
Very.
He's talking to his mom.
Exactly.
Who would have thought that your son would become such a great person?
A poor woman like Amasa will give birth for his son to grow, become such a prominent person, for his name to transcend nations. He that Lumba himself says that he never believed it.
Wow.
Inti mame jadrin neja ewusun and shout about it. Exactly. So he's not saying shafty body. He's not saying shafty body. He's saying that shout about it. Because when you look at where we have come from, the baby media bedu advice you gave me and all that, and he says that medemasem to eradianim emra na meya abofra riasi nyina yimi maye metumenia nense you go back to Ankwanoma where he has come from, but menina basa ni nyina se na papa ni ewo meso ni menina so ena mensa ken adumra edimia befi enti hwan na gidi da se ohia ni bapa amesa ebewo ama ne baby anyini ama na be your brempon ama ne dia hweti ama ma nyina Daddy Lumba ma nye ni
shout about it.
Charlie, because this is just verse 1.
Charlie,
he hasn't even got Charlie.
Tell you it's deep.
Was there some part of your course that included
Daddy Lumba? No, I took it upon myself. I mean, Daddy Lumba is Daddy Lumba. You know, I mean, I think maybe the language, the rhythm, the story. Daddy Lumba is a storyteller, a great one. You know, I think everything put together. I mean, who he is, his stardom. I mean, everything about Lumba is admirable.
And funny, this song is very similar to
Exactly.
Similar beat, similar storyline, but that's from a different album. So, by the way, this main said that is from 1992. So the Playboy album, when he has some Playboy, mean said that Odobeba Namewu, and then a couple more songs. Then he did another one, Vida, in 93. I don't know which one has the one I like. Baby Juju is in 93 as well.
Yeah.
The Macam.
But you like Ebise Yedro.
Ebise Yedro. What year was that song released?
We'll have to check.
Yes. I do have that song. I really like that song. If you say you drew, it's a really big nice.
You know, and when you talk of Daddy Lumba, when he's talking about love, he goes all out.
Yeah.
And he doesn't shy away from his loved ones. I mean, if you are my lover, he's talking about you. He will mention your name, and with Ebisi Yedru, he has other ones, Ebisi Yanankofo Ebisi Yedru, Enyedru Donkwa, Ebisi Udi Bibi Neyeme. And then he goes to there's the other one that he talks about. And Kofosi will say me, imagine me picture, no ma past and chanty, on chanty big time. Or say me mama donwa, So he goes all out to say that yes, I'm in love, I love you. But if people think that Drobi Naya me, come, let me give you proper photo and take it, well do it. I said, what chanty? What a big time.
I never heard that.
Exactly.
Now let's hear this one. Wow. I'll find the year. That is one there. This is 1997.
97.
This one with Pamoy.
Amazing. This is when he says back for good.
Back for good.
He had done some gospel break B. So between 95, 96, he was
when he had the accident,
then he released.
When Lumba has issues and I said, I understand Kameba be one not be then you do the gospel then. But when he balances that thing, say that say, oh, we still there here. Then you do an abewaha or something,
So he had done to back for good.
So remember, he had done Mesum Jesus in 95, and then he had done another one in 96. Why not Tini? So who is righteous? Then 97, he came out with his 11th album, Back for Good. And then that one had Ebise Yedru.
Exactly.
Nice. Sing the verse for me, I like it. You don't have it's too deep. So if you press me to choose one of my top 5, this one is part. I really like this one. Now, so this is 1997, right? So then after his comeback from the gospel break.
But you know the back,
gospel for you.
But you know the back for good. He starts with some raga B
Take
or
me back for good.
I can't stand to, and it's one of his English songs. I can't stand to lose you to someone else. Oh girl,
take me back.
Yeah. Forgive and forget and take me back for good. Back for good. Take me back for good. Yeah.
No, but he also the song said, "My God is able."
He's able. God is able to set you free.
All that was in the Mesum Jesus album.
Yeah.
But you said you had an accident, eh?
Yeah. No. He had. It was a vehicle accident years ago and all that. Yeah.
Okay. So
he decided that
for 2 years.
Mesum Jesus. Oh Jesus. So.
We are not back for good. Thank you.
That time we knew.
And in fact, 95 was a very prolific year for him because that year he did 2 albums. So 95 he did Sesewusi. Sesewusi. So I think when he finished that one, then things went some way. Then he did the Mesum Jesus in the same 95.
Yeah.
And then 96 was where he did the One or Ten, which was also another gospel.
Yeah, gospel.
So he did 3 albums in a space of less than 2 years.
Yeah. Wow.
Very prolific indeed. So after Mesum Jesus, of course, then he did the comeback. Take Me Back for Good. But 98, I think, was a reinvention.
Yeah.
Because 98 was when the whole Dr. Panier Abinwa thing.
The revolution.
It was like,
it was
after the gospel, 97.
Lumba's revolution.
Yeah. Because notice that the 98 Abinwa was his tour, but it was a different sounding album.
Yeah. And I think the daring nature of that song, the provocative nature of it, and the fact that we weren't so prepared for something like that, and Lumba brought it. Yeah. And around that time, there were conversations of people were calling for the song to be banned because of how, the lyrics.
The lyrics.
It was
but
too.
We understand. We just like the song.
No, so all these years they do songs and they try to hide the meaning. Yeah. But with Abinwaha, it was a bit explicit. Okay. So you could, if it was. You know exactly what, and people felt, Ghanaians, we are in a way a bit of hypocrites. Actually, we like the thing, but we act like, oh no, we are modest, but we dance to it.
Let me read something to you that agrees with what you're saying. The guy is a long article, but I'll just read a part. He said there are musicians who entertain, and there are those who explain a country to itself. That the Lumba belongs to the latter, and now with his passing, we are confronted not just with grief, but with absence. A kind of national grief that feels deeply personal. Lumba didn't sing to us, he sang through us. Yeah. His voice was the bridge between confession and catharsis. Whether you were heartbroken, hustling, hangover, or newly in love, he had a song that felt like a mirror. But more than the music, it was his mastery of contradiction that made him timeless. Lumba was a paradox in motion. He could praise Jesus on Monday and release Abinwaha by Friday. He sang like someone who had seen too much and yet somehow still believed in the beauty of the mess. This is why his death doesn't feel like just another celebrity loss. It feels like a fracture in our emotional infrastructure. We have lost the man who gave his voice to what our fathers couldn't say and what our mothers only prayed in silence. Wow. For those of us who came of age in the 90s and the 2000s, Lumbia's music wasn't background, it was backbone. His lyrics soundtracked our heartbreaks, our family feuds, and our first crashes and our private contradictions. Boarding house dormitories hummed his tunes before prep. Love letters ended with his lyrics. He was the code, the comfort, and the caution all in one. And perhaps this is what we must reckon with now, that Ghana's most influential emotional historian is gone. No sponsor slogan can replace him. No medal can truly measure him. The man didn't need validation. He was the validation. Even now, social media can't stop playing catch-up. One tweet says, they can play 100 Lumba songs and I may not know the titles, but I can sing every word. That is legacy. That is depth. That is someone who didn't just release music, but memories. Another fan said, if you're young, you won't get Lumba. But when you grow and understand, he hits you like truth. You've always known but never said. That's the kind of resonance no billboard can chart. This is not nostalgia speaking, it is clarity. Lumba's catalog outlived trends. He didn't chase virality. He chased sincerity and he caught it. So what do we do now? We mourn, but not performatively. We organize a national concert, a vigil, a living archive, something beyond tweets and tribute flyers. His death isn't a headline. It's a chapter closing on a generation that learned how to feel out loud because one man refused to sing small. We didn't just lose a musician, we lost Ghana's emotional compass. And maybe that is the hardest part. Not that he's gone, but that everything he sang about, love, loss, longing, money, betrayal, is still here, still unfolding, still begging for someone honest enough to tell it as it is. We may never get another Lumba, but we owe it to him and to ourselves to never forget the sound he gave our silence. Rest well, Charles Kojo Fosu. You were a man who made us feel. This is from K. Kujo.
That is the man, Charles Kojo Fosu.
K. Kujo, thank you. Is it me or it looks like the beat changed with this song? Because the previous 97 beat was a bit old.
Yes.
This one was a bit more contemporary, right?
For me, I think that the Abenwaha album was a different stage in that Lumba's life. He was introducing us to something different, a new side of him. So when you listen to this, like you rightly said, the beat was up-tempo, something that young people could jump to, even if you don't understand exactly what he's saying. You go to parties, this is the song. You know, this was also the era where music videos were very popular now. So he brought that dance, the Abenwaha dance. And the beautiful thing is now you go to events and the moment Abenwaha is dropped, the whole auditorium is doing one dance.
I was telling you that those days, even your village, you go to the dance, so you are waiting. You get a bathhouse.
When you hear.
So when you hear Vikabamba, that Charlie, the Abiwaha, the whole town, Charlie,
But did he know that people who didn't even speak free still loved him?
I should think so.
Because even in voter crowd,
Lumba is beyond. It's a national. I mean, we sit here and we listen to Spanish music. You don't understand. Listening to Mark Anthony, you don't understand what he's saying. But music goes beyond
the words,
the language. Okay, you don't have to understand the words to know that this is a great song. So we all the time listen. Even the radio songs that sometimes we listen to, you don't even know exactly what they are saying when it's very thick patois. But you know it's conscious music.
And you know this album had some interesting songs. Dangerous.
Yes.
Dr. Panier. And then Sauda Tupumo. I love that song. The beat. That song is very groovy, you know.
Exactly.
Like Charlie Brown for me small.
No,
not a problem. He ended that album with the Mishram. No, but play that album.
But I think we should look at Abenwaha because Abenwaha was very big and also maybe the things he was talking about. Abenwaha talks about Menya Ma de mi be su amente. So for Oba besu I wanted there. Now it means that whatever it is, no, very very serious. Menya ma de mi be su ama mi be su amente.
The Amano is not somebody's name.
No. I said menya ma, you know, it's ama mi be su amente.
But you use the words in the way you know
it's music. You understand? I said, so the sentence is menya ma de ama mi be su amente. I'm enjoying something really cool that when my child is even crying, I can't hear.
And my grandma is a typical Fanti woman who can't speak Twi, even though she was married to an Ashanti man. I never heard her sing any Daddy Lumba song, but one day when this song was released, she was singing it in Fanti.
So everybody is singing in their own language.
So she would outtry. She would go Menya Ma de because she couldn't say
remix. So the verse is Odo Bonenia Chreme Matibi biase. Wasre kakra chreme. Daddy, wa mama nane.
Daddy, come on.
Adia sanya awa bay. Adia no de no ho.
We are supposed to be mourning.
We are mourning. No, but this is
the
exactly the other side of Daddy Lumba. Do you understand? Then he goes on to say mo bia mopnum. Na ubo ma wa hame. Mo bia mopnum na dri, bo ma wa hame. Ubom na memia, minse kradim. Ubom na manyesoa. Ubom na mantia esisi maso ubom na manyesoa manukita die
let's hear it because something that is manukita
Wasrika cratcher me, Daddy wa mama nani. I didn't say ya, our body you know then you want body. Nema. Opia moknuma na juboma wa hamio. Uboma nyesua, manukuta diem. Ubom na mebia, misa kuta diem. Ubom na mantia esisi maso de ama mi besu amintio menyama de ya mi besu amintio menyama de mi besu amintio urama ama mi besu amintio.
We call this the reinvention, the comeback, the big.
Then in still Abewaha, I think the part that made it a bit Ghanaians were like, oh wow, was Adeya Noah, Adeya Yanchi, Adeya Yantutu, Adeya Noah, Yanchi, Noah Yantutu. Oduman Kumediania, I a friend no day, minim need denti. Me more.com ni no. We are no pa. Abiwaha. We are no bra. Abiwaha. We are no. Yes. Minim ni denti. Me more.com en no. Into yano anopa. We are no real. So that's Abiwaha. You don't need to yenwa yenche yentutu. So it's ever ready. Okay. Anytime you need it, it's ready to be eaten. Exactly.
Forgive us our trespasses.
Forgive you your trespasses. Forgive you.
All right. So for special mention, of course, he did the Nyamishrama on this album as well. We played a lot. It was a host TV show which is
for Eman Komo on GBC.
Very very popular song, and of course.
Yeah.
I wanted to play, but I said I shouldn't play because I'm a pastor. So we
okay.
Guys, I shouldn't play.
No, it's okay. Just do it.
Let's play small.
So he says,
for those of us who belong to him.
So he talks about Ayana award me. Adia san na ma feodo. So he talks about and you remember on chain to oda and two small. Aji won kwanyuma mami dano saudan tup no mo and to plumo, so then to plumo, and to plumo, so then to plumo, and to plumo, so then to plumo, and to plumo, no do, bow.
Okay.
No, this song just does it for me. Just does it for me. Don't judge me. Now, somebody wants me to ask you the Awushi Nabinwa. Who is Awushi?
Okay, so Awushi is somebody's name.
Oh, it's a person's name.
It's a person's name.
Okay.
I know Awushi. Yes, beautiful lady.
Oh, it's somebody you know personally?
Yes, she's not my friend, but I know the person.
Okay.
So Awushi is the ex-wife of a very popular Ghanaian musician. Don't ask me who. Okay. But yes.
I wish just dropped the name in a song like that.
Yeah, I don't know what the story
about that whole
the whole name dropping. Because I know the artist, I know the ex-wife. Yes.
Hey, Lumba.
So Lumba said, "Awushi Abewaha." I don't have anything to do about it.
Now let's do a quick thing. After this, he did a couple of things. So there are two musicians. So there's Oforian Ponsa.
Yes.
And then there's, I think, Kofi B.
So there's Oforian Ponsa, Kofi B, Dada KD.
All of them are the Lumba clan.
Exactly.
So 99 was when Antiate Mewa.
Yeah.
So that was
Oforian Ponsa
and
introduction.
Then, so were they friends? Where did he meet? And because this guy, this Wunhun Chere song, they were all very, I couldn't even differentiate between the two of them for some time.
We when we spoke with Oforian Ponsa on Upside Down, he spoke about all that. I think we can go back and watch, get the story of how he met with Lumba, their issues.
So the Antiata who sang, was it Lumba or Oforian Ponsa?
So Antiata, Mewaruba Band, and it was on Lumba's album.
Yeah.
So I'm not.
So they call it Millennium Love Songs.
Exactly. So maybe it was a joint project because he did a lot of songs together, to bring Ofori.
So it is Esiso. All kinds of songs.
Yeah.
Yes. So and then of course he did another song in the year 2000. I'm looking for my 11166, but I can't find it. I think that one was in 2001, Poison.
Yeah.
2001, Poison.
Minyampo. Kofoso de dobi na semia.
That's level 100.
Oh, bibia mamedia mi de.
That's 2001.
Minyampo. So say for semia mama donwa. Omeji mi photo. No ma past and chante. On chante big time.
All right.
So semia Madonna, exactly. Yeah.
This is why I said 1, 2, 3, 4. This book of Moses.
No ma past and chante, on chante big time. Oh, send me Madonna, oh, send me big time. Oh, send me Madonna. Oh, send me big time. Robina Semia. Ah, oh, what did be Mama dear, Midday, Minyampo, Minyampo.
So this is a Poison album.
Yeah. Oh, well, be Mama dear, Cassie, Minyampo. You know, so I think this one he's just using to shut critics up.
Yeah.
You know that, or me don't know. In Kofo Kasa, you know, sometimes the way you are with your partner, people think, they're normal. So people sit in their homes and they are giving commentary. Let them say if they think that you bewitched me, whatever. Come and take photo, take it back. And in Kofo Kasa or their drobi na ye maybe say one who be biama medi, be say what be biama me menyampo. Like I go get say you do me medicine. Wow. So it's like why you medocra leave me. Continue.
Wow.
Exactly.
So which one is the 111666? Oh, dear Charlie.
1166.
It was on the same album.
Roof, baby.
Come on.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Sabute says the roof means in German.
It's German.
Call me.
Yes, it's German. So he was just saying, call me. Dial the number 111666. Exactly.
So still in the laugh.
Yeah. But let's not forget Lumba's role when it comes to politics.
Tell me.
Because I think that for me, Lumba has given us one of our favorite campaign songs.
Absolutely.
Regardless of where you stand, I don't think that anybody has done what people have tried, you know, the Onapo, the other ones. But I think that when we really want to single out the most popular campaign song, for me to be Nana Your Winner.
Legend.
And I also think that it came from Daddy Lumba. Because Daddy Lumba, whatever he does, you know, there are some people, if you have to do a song for maybe an advert, you just do it to collect some money. But Lumba, when his name is on a project, it has to be a masterpiece. So when you listen to Nana Your Winner, even in 2008 when Nana lost, that is the song that NDC was using to celebrate.
So did he write it or he let? What did he do on this project?
No, he did everything. Yeah.
But I can hear some voice. It's not his voice.
Oh no! I mean, you have backups. You have exactly. And I think Apietus does this one.
Okay.
So
this is
the hri that he said. What's that?
That's the Lumba for you. You know that Lumba has those kind of mama, dada, chassie. You know them kind of stuff. For me, the whole song is the rip for me.
You're saying that apart from this one, the other political one, which was not necessarily political, was here in Ethiopia.
Because of the political stories around it, you know, when President Mahama went to Kumasi, and I think the whole thing was because he was in Kumasi, you know, and he was playing that, and you know, this is communication. So we kind of understand what you are trying to tell us. Another time, I think there had been issues with
so
people was like exactly that when you get to
Parliament they were complaining, and then the guy went into the roads were terrible. And then he mounted, you know,
the speakers, you know,
they were playing the song.
Let's play the song.
Yeah. Mimi huko mihumoni poko mihumoni poko mihumoni pa yase ni pane huni mayo. Kwa home day, mini nipa no chinku mi hoda, nipa bewi aseba kupo, nipa mre yeti o chasi. Yenti obi asem, yenti obi kan, nipa bewi aseba kupo, nipa mre yeti o chasi.
Daddy for so. You know what made the matter worse? So apparently the people threw some party B inside the, I think it was inside the Mention family.
Yeah, it was the Mention.
And then the lady for Ativo.
They say after all the problems of Ghana,
you don't go listen. Yeah.
There's a video of here, no 2-4 dancing. Hey, Lumba do some more. Remember, we can't finish today.
No.
Let's pause.
Yes.
When we come back after 10, you will continue. I beg you. Wherever you are going, whenever
you
come tomorrow.
Tomorrow for branches.
Alright, this is our very lame attempt to bring you a Lumba tribute. We've done our best. We'll continue with other things. And when we come back, we'll bring you more. Give me some quick announcements.
Let me say good morning to the Honorable Kofi Fremhom. He actually elevated this matter. He said, Chrome, you know, quite say, you know, Dinam Chrome or Yentubia, Yentubia.
Mama MB vocabulary.
Yeah. Strawberry East, I think, yeah.
Oh yeah, the legendary Charles Kojofosu. And while we are at it, I just want to remind you that as we are in the chilly season, we all know what that means. The risk of waterborne diseases like typhoid, cholera, it goes up. So keeping your family and yourself safe and hydrated with clean, safe drinking water is more important than ever. Use Jibu purified water every day for drinking, cooking, and preparing your beverages without breaking your bank. It's safe, refreshing, and affordable. And guess what? From 15th July to 3rd August, Jibu is running a special bottle promotion. Buy our durable 20-liter bottle at a heavily discounted price of just 100 Ghana cedis. Stand a chance to win a free aluminum bottle, which is ideal for school, the office, and on the go. So don't wait, just visit any Jibu outlet near you today. For orders and inquiries, visit www.jibu.co. jibuco.com/gh, call 020-984-5817. T's and C's apply. Jibu, a better life. Alright, if you're building big, Vaneado is ready to build with you. From high-end apartments to office blocks, hotels to private homes, Vaneado is a trusted name for premium finishes at project-friendly prices. We supply luxury bathrooms, Scavoloni kitchen styles that combine international quality with unbeatable value. Perfect for architects, contractors, developers, and interior designers. And the best part is Vaneado offers bulk deals, special project pricing, tailored packages to suit every skill. We don't just supply, we partner with you to deliver excellence on time and on budget. Find us, we are on the Ring Road opposite Laboni Junction. Call us on 055 000 0031 0244 380293. Speak to our project team, Vaneado, powering bold projects. If you're upgrading your office space, call the experts, please. If you want a healthy chair, call Expert Office Furnish Company Limited. We have ergonomic swivel chairs for your delight. It's intelligent. It has an intelligent seat cushion with dynamic bionic spine pressure relief design, dynamic smart motion back support technology equipped with double wing support chips. Has great benefits for your health. Expert Office Furnish Company Limited has executive desk, cabinets, conference, and all office furniture that suits your budget. Where are we? We are off the Atomic Hills Estate Road on the Asori Junction near ASI Plaza, Ashoman Estate. 0571 386 600 0244 280 532 www.expertofficefurnish.com. Expert Office Furnish, your health is your wealth. Diamond Cement is helping you build great, build big, build quality. Highest quality cement on the Ghanaian market since 2000. We've provided great quality. We are rated green by the EPA. We have the 42.5 hour grade and 32.5 hour grade. Whatever your choice, quality is what you get. If you wish to buy Diamond Cement, which I encourage you to, please deal with us directly. We are across the nation, but our factories are in Aflawo, Takoradi, and Bwepe. 0244 313 368. Call us now. Diamond Cement still as hard as a diamond. So Boat Foods is definitely the number one option for the delivery of all your favorite meals from your favorite restaurants. On Boat Foods, get a delicious medium Ghanaman wings and a bottle of Coke for just 260 Ghana cedis. Grab a small Ghanaman wings and a bottle of Coke for 99 Ghana cedis for Papa's Pizza. These offers are exclusively available for you on Boat Foods. Download the Boat Foods app today and enjoy. And when you do that, grab a bottle of Piva. We have several flavors for you. Piva Orange, Piva Cola, Piva Tangy, Piva Cocktail. The grapefruit is there as well. It's a world of variety you will certainly love. It's available at a local store near you. 0550-032-231 is the number to call. It's a taste you will love, certainly. And welcome to Seamless Banking with the Prudential Bank mobile app. Perform instant transactions, link mobile money wallet, scan GHQR to pay, manage your cards, and do all that you can. No more banking hours. Experience simple, secure, and convenient banking wherever you are 24/7. Just download the PBL mobile app now from Apple App Store, Google Play Store, Huawei App Gallery. Visit any of our branches or our website for more. Prudential Bank, truly dependable. Huge savings ahead at the Electroland Media Clearance Bazaar. Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO, all on massive discount. From July 31 to August 3, 2025, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily at our Spintex branch near Coca-Cola Roundabout. LED TVs starting from 799 Ghana cedis. Refrigerators from 1,200. Washing machines from 1,900 Ghana cedis, and so much more. Find a mix of brand new display and even scratch and dent items, all with warranty still applied. It's far discount you've been waiting for. Electroland Media Clearance Bazaar at Spintex near Coca-Cola Roundabout. Call 0503 159 739. 0503 159 739. Do not miss out. And before we get into Edtech Monday, are you in need of space for your business in Tema, or maybe you need quality equipment for your construction projects? Then look no further. MPC Limited has got you covered. We are located in Tema. We offer spacious and secure factory and warehouse facilities, fully serviced offices, molding apartments, and a wide range of construction equipment: concrete mixers, block machines, building and cutting machines, scaffolds, slam cones, and cube test molds for your projects, all available at unbeatable prices. Visit our showroom rental spaces at Tema Heavy Industrial Area. We're around DVLA Junction, opposite Tropical Cable and Conductor Limited. Our website is mpcltdgh.com. Call at 0500 27702. Email sales@mpcltdgh.com. MPC Limited, empowering you to build more. So we take a very quick break. When we're back, there is more with Edtech Monday.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Somebody's burning something. Massa, whether it's rubbish, grass from your lawn, a car tire or electrical parts you burn, you are producing smoke particles that can choke your lungs. And soon, gone too soon. Look, all the fumes you already inhaled from the vehicles, the dust on the road and all that, they are choking your lungs. And guess what that can lead to? According to the World Health Organization, as many as 28,000 people die in Ghana each year from air pollution. So do something. Stop the air pollution so we can all breathe free. Send WhatsApp or call 0579-724-072 or speak to your assembly. They will do something. Air pollution kills.
This message was brought to you by Infinity 970 and supported by Breathe Cities.
Did you know that only 10% of university graduates find a job in their first year after school? But the Design and Technology Institute, DTI, is changing that. They offer tertiary graduates a chance to enter the world of work with industry-relevant skills in precision welding and fabrication, entrepreneurship, creative media, and engineering. Kweku, a geodetic engineering graduate, took that opportunity.
Oh, DTI is next level. My university course didn't give me the industry-relevant skills I needed to work on an oil rig. But DTI did. I enrolled in their precision welding and fabrication program, which included a 6-month workplace experience learning. DTI's programs are accredited by the American Welding Society and Pearson's BTech, so my skills are recognized globally. Plus, they connect us to real jobs.
You heard it here first. If you want world-class technical training, visit dtiafrica.com or call 054-169-3534. DTI, wired for jobs.
Wherever you are, the game is nothing without you. It's on like never before this season. Every major league, every cup, every qualifier, the players, kudos, Semenyo, Iñaki, the goals, the emotions, and the bragging rights. It's all on SuperSport, available on DSTV and GoTV. Get your DSTV decoder at 89 cedis and GoTV decoder at 399 cedis. DSTV, your home of entertainment. GoTV, love it.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
So, from the coded location we will not name, but in front of a live audience of the cohort 2 of EdTech Fellows, this is EdTech Monday. My name is Bernard Koku Avlet. EdTech Monday is a platform for EdTech entrepreneurs, education stakeholders, and government reps to deliberate on EdTech. And today, we're speaking before a very exciting mixed multitude of people who are trying to make learning better using technology. Thank you so much for joining us today. So today we'll be delving into the very important discussion on building Ghana's digital education infrastructure from policy to practice. And I'm very happy to say I have a nice mix of minds as resource persons. Starting off from the extreme left of the stage, I have a techpreneur with a very nicely named company, Ni Kasemo Technologies. Put your hands together for Bernard Lomo. Thank you, Bernard, for joining us. It's good to have you. We're also very privileged to have a strategic education consultant, a proud product of Achimota School. She's consulted for many education institutions on the continent, Beatrice Owusu-Boateng. Thank you, Beatrice. And we're very, very happy to have celebrated writer, author, I call her also a teacher in the EdTech space, Chloe Willards. And last but not least, we have the Deputy Executive Director of SENDLOS, which is the Center for National Distance Learning. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Larry Agbado. So usually we ask our
listeners to send comments via SMS and also by WhatsApp. But because today is a special show in front of a live audience, we'll take our questions from our live audience. You can still send us your thoughts nonetheless. Just look for hashtag Edtech Monday on social media and we'll add them to the conversations being had. I'd like to start by getting to know my panel better. And so I'll go in the opposite direction. I'll start with Larry. Tell me a bit about Senlos and who you are and what you do in just a minute and a half. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Greetings to your listeners. So Senlos, as you rightly said, is a Center for National Distance Learning and then Open Schooling. It's an agency under the Ministry of Education that is responsible for promoting and then integrating information communication technology and digital innovation into our education ecosystem. So at Senlos, we do a lot when it comes to IT and digital innovation, and we are glad to be here today.
Wow.
And we look forward to supporting the Edtech Fellows with all that they are about to do for our education system.
I thought you'd be happy to hear that. Because one of the questions we'll be asking is how organizations like Senlos can partner with smart people like these to deliver great solutions. Chloe, you are the author, trainer, and tech speaker. Tell us a bit more about what you talk and write about.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Chloe from Belgium and happy to be here. As a speaker, I speak about the impact of digital technologies on our daily lives. So as you can imagine, the past 2 years, I talk a lot about the impact of AI. I'm an author of a number of management books and handbooks. My last 3 books are all about digital marketing, content marketing, video marketing. And the brilliant business model behind that is that I'm also a teacher at a couple of colleges, and I force my students to use my handbooks. So that's how you get filthy rich. Now, what I really think is super important is always the impact of technology and having the end user in mind. So having 20-somethings in my classroom to me is sometimes eye-opening. So that's what keeps me going.
Wonderful. Thank you, Chloe. Good to have you. Beatrice, please tell us more about what you do as a consultant.
Thank you so much, Bernard, for having me on your show. So my education is in technology, and I've been teaching for years. So I have the privilege of always combining education and integrating technology in everything I do, and also sharing with other teachers around me. And so as a consultant, I help teachers in both private and public schools to integrate teaching in their teaching and learning, to integrate technology into their teaching and learning.
Amazing. And you seem to be having fun doing that.
Absolutely.
We'll hear more about that.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. And then last but not least, let's hear from my namesake, Mr. Bernard Ajay Lumo.
Thank you very much, Bernard. I'm Bernard Lumo, CEO and CTO for Nicasm Technologies. And what we do is that we build hardware, software, and then learning content for basic schools. For us, we began Edtech like a very long time ago, and then fast forward, we are to basic schools. We are helping them to integrate Edtech with content, software, and the hardware. So that's a little about me.
Wonderful. Let's announce that for the panel. So I have many questions, but very limited time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like 4 rounds of questions. I call the first round the foundational round, where I'm just trying to establish basic things about EdTech in Ghana, policy, infrastructure, so we're on the same page, so we can do this journey together. So I'm going to ask Mr. Agbado to talk to me a bit about the state of play when it comes to Ghana's ICT education policy, right? Where are we? Do you have a policy? Is it functional? Are we happy with it? Should we change it? You know, lay that foundation for me, Mr. Agbado, which, by the way, in Ewe could mean apata. So Christmas hat. So if you forget his name, Larry, just think of your Christmas apata. Mr. Agbado, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Bernard. All right. This is actually a good time to talk about Ghana's ICT policy in education. Because as we speak, just a few days ago, we had the ministry lead a validation session on the Edtech strategy. And I think there's work currently ongoing also on the ICT in education policy. They are seeing how best they can finalize the 2 documents for its full rollout and then implementation. But while we wait on the launch and then full implementation of it, in the past years, a lot has been happening with regarding these documents, especially with the ICT in education policy you mentioned. And Senlot has been at the forefront leading this project that has been happening regarding our ICT in education policy. We're also doing a lot when it comes to supporting learners in rural areas, where we have rolled out a project called iBox. Now, so with this iBox, learners across the country, and I think we currently have about 239 that have been deployed across the country, where it's also stocked with learning materials. So learners across the country, and I must say, just a few days ago, I was in Tamale at St. Charles Senior High School. And then I heard a teacher who had been transferred from Sanduma Senior High School giving a story about how at Sanduma Senior High School, the iBox was helping his learners to actually catch up so fast. You know, anything that has to do with education technology serves as a motivation to learners. We visited some schools recently around Kobenya, and teachers were saying that, look, when they come to school in the morning and then they start teaching, you see learners being dubbed, but immediately you ask them to get to the ICT lab. The joy, the enthusiasm with which they run to the lab to go and learn using our learning passports, which is also another innovation that we've rolled out in the past few years. So there's quite a lot happening in the space. But as I said, with the launching and then full implementation of the ICT in education policy and then the Edtech strategy, we are good to go in doing a lot for our sector.
So the foundation is great. And on the policy side, and Sendloss is also penetrating.
Exactly.
So we're happy. Are you guys happy with him? Okay, wonderful. Now, still on foundations, Chloe, I'm a parent, and sometimes I'm not sure I am digitally literate enough to cope with the demands of my kids when it has to do with homework. So how important is digital literacy for A, teachers, for B, students, and C, for parents? And talk a bit about how to build an ecosystem around that, Chloe.
Yeah, imagine also being a teacher. Sometimes I feel more like ICT desk support for my students because there's so many systems that are not integrated and built one top of the other, and then there's a special Microsoft login, oh my God, or the Wi-Fi is flaky. So sometimes the infrastructure is as simple as getting online or not. And how I try to make sense of it when dreaming up the ideal Edtech solution is to begin with the end in mind. Who is the end user? That's a child, that's a student. And we always develop things imagining our end user being on a laptop, but maybe a laptop is not the best way to learn. It's clunky. It's very, very fragile. It needs a cable. It needs stable Wi-Fi. What I see, any child between 9 and 29, I'm 55, so to me 29 is a child. They're practically glued to their smartphone. Yeah. And that smartphone is not the latest iPhone. Usually it's like a hand-me-down smartphone with a cracked screen, and they have limited airtime. And your competitor for your educational platform and your educational content is TikTok, right? So try to be more entertaining than TikTok. That's hard. So I kind of like, there are solutions to that. If you look at Duolingo, how playful they try to learn your new language and how the little owl is guilt-tripping you when it looks all sad if you haven't practiced your French for a couple of days. Maybe that's how we should look at infrastructure. What does it look like in the hands of a student? And all the other things will come from that.
I think that's really good. So you're saying let's start from the end. Think about the end before you. It's like don't be a hammer looking for a nail, right? I'll come back to that. I like that point. I'm still laying foundations. Beatrice, you consult. You've worked with many schools. So what are some of the challenges preventing a full transition from policy to practice in our digital education journey? Basically, I'm trying to say, look at some of the challenges that exist so far and how we're supposed to solve them, still from a foundational level. Beatrice.
So I would first, look at even just the basics.
Right.
So come back to the word foundation. So I'm looking at basic traditional infrastructure. I want us to consider that rural-urban digital divide. There's still a gap there. And basic infrastructure like classrooms, reliable electricity. So if we are looking at challenges for transition, these are basic things. We're still looking at cost, which is quite high for data. And I'm happy to hear that they are looking at zero, helping stakeholders with cost, because cost is major. Infrastructure, computers, internet, and then you come to even teacher training. And I'm very big on integration. So it's not just about training the teachers to use the tools, but also helping them to integrate. And that has to be continuous. Because if you do maybe a crash program for a week, these teachers need continuous support. They need continuous, even within the schools and the community. If we could have teachers educators sharing best practices, if we could have digital champions or technology leaders in schools who will lead this charge and have, regular sessions with teachers instead of just that once, because change is hard. And most people just go for these trainings and then relapse and go back to their, and then Larry, is that the name? Larry. Yes, he was talking about going to the IT lab with excitement. Yeah. But integration is about having the tools in the classroom. Because going to the lab, so these are some of the challenges. It's timetabled, and sometimes it's not one-to-one when they are large schools. So these children have to share, and they actually run, to be able to get front seat. Yeah. So stuff like that. And even in some places, the computers are not there. There's no structure even to put these computers. So for me, it's just the fundamentals, looking at those basics.
So far, making progress. Now you are a techpreneur, right? You create solutions for people. Do you have any role in what we've discussed so far?
Yes, please. I think we have a major role, because I would like to break this down into 4 points. I think the first point talks about tooling and then infrastructure. Then secondly, our second role is to create awareness. Edtech is fairly new, and then a lot of schools, teachers, and parents and enabling learners don't know the benefits of Edtech and why they need it. So we have to create awareness on that too. For us, we do it through training programs and also conferences for school owners and the teachers. Then again, we also have to be part of policy making. Okay. Sitting here, I am representing the teachers, learners, and schools that use my software. Right. And so over here, I have to make sure that decisions made here basically favor them, so they continue to use it. Then finally, the last thing which is very important is basically building sustainable business models around the policies. So GS has MS, and then MS requires that schools submit some data to them every year. I work with schools, and then something that can be done in one day, it takes them almost like the whole academic year, and sometimes they have to threaten them that if they don't do it, they wouldn't allow their words to write the BC before they do it. But if GS requires, let's say, Edtech firm to build systems that can easily integrate with theirs, they can get the data in real time without necessarily having to go through the schools. Then secondly, also lesson notes. I think that teachers hate writing lesson notes, but then right now, GES allows them to submit lesson notes digitally, but there are no platforms that allow them to do that. We believe that teachers will pay, let's say, 10 cedis like a term to generate lesson notes, and so far like we can combine things like AI, and then NACA's curriculum to help them to generate lesson notes that aligns with the curriculum, so that they can focus more time on teaching, because teachers spend about 8 hours to prepare lesson notes, especially if they are subject teachers. Then when it comes to tooling and then infrastructure, so another story. So before we began EdLedge, we had an app called the Learn app. Basically, we wanted to gamify learning. So learners that use the app, we give them rewards, we give them the get points. It was very fun. But the thing is that if you go to your school and then you want them to use the software, the app, they're like, I have challenges collecting school fees. I am not able to generate reports on time. Like bills are not ready. So this isn't like my solution. So we went back, developed EdLedge, and then over the past 14 months, we have about 40 to 45 schools on our platform, and with about 20,000 learners. That means that we have addressed the problem, and then they are really enjoying it. Then the last thing comes to devices. I think that devices are very expensive. So what we are doing is that we are allowing. We have two programs. We have a one child program, but it's in two phases. You either pay to own or pay to use. And so if you pay to use, you can use it in your classroom without any by paying a small fee, and then paying to own. You pay to own a device. Meantime, I think that not now, but then in time, because right now devices are very cheap. Right now, you can get a good tablet at 1,000 cedis. 4 years ago, even if you have 4,000 cedis, you may not be able to purchase one. So we think that in time, this thing is also. So I endeavor all of us to look at from the 4 points: tools and infrastructure, creating awareness, policy formulation, also building business models that
are sustainable
with the policies as well.
No, I think this is fantastic. I like it. Thank you. So this is Edtech Monday. Today we're coming to you, I won't say live, but we're in front of an audience of the second cohort of Edtech fellows ready to take on the world. They look very happy, but they're not applauding. And Edtech Mondays are on Citi FM on the last Mondays of each month, and it's brought to you by the MasterCard Foundation with support from the Meltwater Entrepreneurial School of Technology. And we've just done one round of questions. If you just tuned in, I have 4 very interesting guests. I call them BBC, which is Bernard, Beatrice, Chloe, and Larry. And we're discussing how to build Ghana's digital infrastructure from policy to practice. So we're going into implementation stuff. We have great policies. The biggest gap is not the gap between heaven and earth, it's the gap between knowledge and action. That's what somebody said. Everybody knows, but few people do. So we have the policy. How do we implement? Now, Chloe, I'm coming back to you now. You're from Belgium, and now you're in Ghana. Do you live here, or you just visit here?
I'm just visiting, but I decided to stay a couple of weeks longer to explore the country.
Okay. Give me an example of a model, a successful model, a framework that you think, based on the little knowledge you have about Ghana, that Ghana can use to guide the implementation of our EdTech policy in a way that will make it impactful.
A fellow tech speaker who is originally from Hong Kong invented the C2C model, and I kind of liked it from his point of view. He was talking about copy to China. So it doesn't matter what technology is being invented anywhere. Eventually, it will be copied by the Chinese, then mass-produced, and then sold cheaper to us, right? I think we should copy that. Okay. Sometimes it's better to look at something that works elsewhere, or models that were created by UNICEF or by educational institutions anywhere else in the world. And then when you see it works there, why reinvent the wheel, right? So what I like to do, for example, if you're looking at educational content, which I produce a lot of, one of the handbooks that I'm going to use in my class next year is, I'm not going to mention the publisher, because they force me to go online to read the book in the digital version. What if I'm not online? They say, okay, but we have a specific app for that. No, I do not want to. Why? Because I made a joke about selling handbooks, right? I know full well that there are PDFs circulating between the students, and I'm completely fine with that. So why reinvent the wheel? Maybe a YouTube video is fine. Maybe a PDF is fine. If that makes it easier to distribute learning materials, why not use these already existing platforms? And I'm on the teacher side now, right? Why reinvent software to teach? Just keep it simple.
So you're saying, make sure the content is quality, but make it accessible, available, and affordable. Don't try to create some, in Ghana, hundios system and say they should come and use. And
yeah.
So basically, depend on what they're already using. But we talk about a sustainable business model, because I'm sure they are thinking, how do I make money? All right. So in the examples you give, how do you solve the money question?
Well, it's if you look at Khan Academy, that's actually a good example. A lot of their learning material is out while in the open, right? It's on YouTube. A lot of it is on YouTube. But when you look at the foundation behind it, they actually have several layers of services, and the school can become a Khan Academy certified. For example, they charge for teacher trainings, and they come up with an AI companion. Have you heard of it? It's called Kanmigo. They launched it about a year ago, I think. An AI companion for the child that helps the child the AI gives like personalized exercises for that child so that it can catch up with class before the next class is there. And then the parents get a progress report. So what Khan Academy does, they charge the parents $4 to $5 a month per child. And as a parent, I would be willing to pay that to know whether my child is doing their homework or not.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to do the homework with the child. I don't have time for that.
I hear you. So you're saying, make the basics free, make it accessible, and then let value-added services take care of the money.
Exactly.
What you shouldn't forget, though, is that a lot of you've given two good examples, Duolingo and Khan Academy. The thing is, here, a lot of the people doing this creation are smaller companies, techpreneur types. So the business and the money and the tools behind these things you just mentioned may be bigger to allow for the type of model you describe. But here, I mean, so like Bernard here, I don't know how much, which bank has even given a loan, right? So he probably needs, he would need some guaranteed sale or money to let him move to the next level. So I'm just trying to say that I don't disagree with your idea of what works, but I'm asking a question of context because a lot of our creative people are not big, and scaling is critical for them, right? They need to prove the concept at a little stage, get a few people to agree to pay for it, and then as they get bigger, they open up. Am I correct? Exactly. So anybody on the panel can comment on this. So whilst we agree that the model should be availability, accessibility, affordability in a sustainable way, how does that really work in our context of most of our creatives being startup types? I think that's the question for this round. and I don't have the answer. If you guys don't, I'll probably come to these guys. So anybody wants to comment on that?
So I think that content creation is very, very expensive. I think you can ask Metascuse, you can ask Obed. It costs so much to create content. Then again, there's also like not one place that when you go, you can get all content for, let's say, that meets the curriculum, especially for basic schools. I'm talking for KG 1 to basic 9. I think for high school they have something like that, but for basic schools you don't like that. Then again, there is content. It doesn't meet our curriculum demands. So we arrange at, I think, in strands, sub-strands, content standards, lessons, and then indicators, and then exemplars. So the learning content has to be structured in that way. Let's say Khan Academy like will create mass, but then it wouldn't follow in how we deliver our content. So we need like such solutions. But we all can create the content, because if you want to create content for like mass, I think we have about 27 subjects from KG 1 to basic 9. If you are creating that one, you need about $1 billion to do that. But what we are doing is that we are creating something called a content API. The content API will give all edtech companies access to content, things like explainer videos, quizzes, flashcards, lesson notes, and then I'll say it's free. If you overuse them, maybe you have to pay some. But then, but it's basically free. Then again, it is also arranged like how we teach them to the substance. So in that way, they only have to spend a lot of money to let's create content. They have to just build a business. Once they have the demand for it, our content can power them, and then later on they'll pay us some money for usage. So that's how we are addressing that challenge.
Thanks for sharing. Before I come to Larry, Beatrice, I just want to take your thoughts, because I know you also have worked around. What are your thoughts around how do we create, or how can we learn from global best practice to make it applicable to our context as I've just described?
Okay, I'm thinking about leveraging on what works or what is working, because that could be the first point. And then yesterday we had a very interesting submission here where somebody was talking about alumni being willing to help, to support. And I think partnerships are very critical in this kind of thing. And communities, because we are a people who are very communal.
Yep.
And so particularly in the rural communities, how can we use our communities and engage our communities? I remember when we were younger, by the fireside, just maybe a projector and one laptop in this community, and projecting things for these children, be it in the form of games or cartoons or whatever for the children. So I just feel that we should use our strengths, which is our community.
Let me jump on the partnership word and ask you the last question for this round. Larry, you are government for today. Is there space for partnerships with development partners and also private sector?
I heard Bernard talk about content development. It's been interesting to know that we have the platform to help most of these startups to develop content. But these startups are not aware of that.
Okay.
So the platform is there. They should just approach Sendlos.
No, just mention it here. Because there are some listening too.
Good. So we are urging the startups to approach Sendlos. We have Channel MOE.
Channel MOE.
That can even help these startups to put across what they are doing, which will help them scale up.
So it's like a TV station.
A TV station.
Okay.
And during the COVID, such platforms helped a lot in doing distance learning.
Correct.
Teaching learners at home. I think yesterday I was having a conversation with Chloe, and then she was telling me how in a particular country during the COVID era, they had to push teaching and learning on TV. So kids were home just following lessons online.
Yeah.
So we urge startups to, one other interesting thing is that you have a lot of startups doing very good projects with nice ideas, but sometimes they need that central body to coordinate them.
Correct.
To coordinate them. This person is doing this person is doing this, and sometimes you see that they are almost having a similar idea. So if they're able to come together, sit with Senlos, we'll be able to coordinate them properly and then give them that platform where they can scale up. Now, coming to the issue of partnerships.
Yes.
In fact, partnership is very essential when it comes to this whole EdTech ecosystem. And I must admit that we've actually enjoyed a lot of partnerships that is helping improve our learning outcomes. For instance, the MasterCard Foundation, through TTEL, has been able to support Ghana Education Service, the Ghana Society for Education Technology, GSET, the National Teaching Council, and then Senlos, to undertake digital literacy training for teachers.
Wonderful.
You know, when COVID came in, one of the gaps we had was that most of our teachers didn't have that knowledge of undertaking online teaching. So MasterCard Foundation came in to support all these agencies to roll out training for our teachers. And I think so far we've been able to train about 35,000 teachers, which is a very huge one. The numbers keep going up, and I'm sure by the close of this month to next month we'll have more. Aside that, we've also had UNESCO also supporting us with a project like Learning Passports. UNICEF also is there with Minecraft, the iBoxes, and the rest. So we are actually enjoying a lot of partnerships when it comes to helping with education technology in our sector. But that doesn't mean that we don't want more. We certainly want more, even from other government agencies and then partners. For instance, GIFEC, the Ghana Investment Fund, also has also been helping Senlos with some computers, and then these iBoxes also, they came in to support us with a lot of logistics in developing the iBoxes. So we have more, but we are still asking for more as Oliver Twist to help scale up our EdTech space.
Wonderful. Let's ask for Larry. So, can we say that Senlos is that body within government that connects the efforts of our EdTechpreneurs? Are you that group? Are you that body?
The mandated body.
You are the mandated body.
Yeah.
So, do you guys agree? You know that this is the guy? All right, but how many of you are going to at least try the MOE TV to see what's there? At least you're going to give it a try. Because I think it's important that beyond simply saying we are there, there should be an organic platform where they can actually meet you. Because I've summarized 4 power words from the panel so far. Those are my 4. I don't know about you. There are 4 panelists. The first power word I've heard today, of course, is infrastructure, right? And I think Beatrice spoke about that. Rural, urban divide, phones, and everything else. Chloe also made a point about that. So that's my first power word, infrastructure. Second word is also an I, integration. Integration is critical. So we don't want to work in silos. You know, so if you cannot coordinate, you integrate. If you cannot integrate, you coordinate. So integration is very crucial. Third big word I've heard is partnerships, which you've said. He also made that point. The last one is not a word, it's more like a sentence, sustainable business model. Because at the end of the day, it has to pay the bills in a way, right? So the government does not compete with the private people too much. You create a platform, you regulate, but you allow these creative guys, because in most sectors, the innovation is supported by government, but they are the guys who sort of drive it with their ideas. Make sense? All right. Now, I want to sort of take a few comments, if I may, before I come to my last round, because I feel like we're going too much. So even though I have questions for you, I think it would be important for the audience to know the kinds of people we have in this room, what they do, why we decided to even do this before them, and then if they have a contribution or a question, I'll be very, very happy to take it. So can you get a mic? I'll start with the gentleman at the back. So you tell us your name and your organization, and then you just, as the British say, just crack on with your question or your comment. Don't forget, this is a recorded edition of Edtech Monday coming to you in front of the second cohort of Edtech Fellows at a hidden location. Go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much for the insightful conversation. My name is Michael Opare from Jesse AI. we are empowering teachers and students to improve their learning outcomes. Mine is a comment. I've heard a lot about we approaching the bodies. I just want to ask, is there ever a situation where the bodies will also seek us out? Because we are in this room because a platform has been created. But when we all go back to our offices, does Sendlos have actively pursue maybe edtech entrepreneurs or find people who are doing things like and say, we think you are doing something great, come let us empower you, not always we approaching. It becomes a bit tiring if that is the situation. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. That's a very nice observation there. A few days ago, we were privileged to have in our office staff from MEST Africa, and I think that was one of the suggestions that they came up with, that going forward, they will bring the startups to Sendlos for us to sit with them to see how best we can map out strategies to help them going forward. So that's a very good observation, and you start seeing that very soon, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. My name is Prince Boateng Asari from STEM Aid Africa. We are focused on making STEM learning toolkit that is easily accessible, affordable to every young African child on the continent. That's a great conversation so far. I have a question and a submission. So the first question, the Sendlos guy was talking about, Larry was talking about access and also we should always reach out. I want to find out, he mentioned about some strategies that is being made together with the other funding agencies to ensure that we have a properly way of coordinating and integrating our solution into your systems. We would need to get more follow-ups on those things and how we, in the startup ecosystem, can be engaged to be able to ensure that our solutions are also integration and also helping us in terms of accreditation and certification with the agencies that are mandated to certify the content that we are making for the educational systems in the country. So that's the
statement?
Yes.
So let's go to the question.
All right, so my question also goes indirectly to the way we are also looking at the sustainability models of these edtech solutions. Majority of the time, when you look at the edtech systems, most people would look at it in a way that it's more like a social enterprise or an NGO trying to provide services in the educational setting. So every concern or any activity you are receiving, people perceive that this is how it's supposed to be. You mentioned about sustainable models. How do we create a sustainable model that can also help the startups to scale? Even though you are trying to reach the underserved, you need enough capital to be able to reach those people. Three things that are happening: limited access to internet connectivity, which you mentioned, inadequate infrastructure, and a lack of qualified teacher education to properly deliver STEM in the classroom. How do we make sure we are addressing this and still becoming sustainable and reach all other audiences in the country?
Wonderful question. I'll let the panel take note of that. I'll take a couple more to optimize the time. Yes.
All right, thank you. I'm Belinda Bukari from Special Education Division, and my question goes to Larry Sendlos. Yes, you mentioned the digitization of content. And may I ask how teachers with special needs have been taken care of? How they will be able to access this content online? And again, on digital literacy training, teachers who are handling learners with special needs, both at the basic and integrated senior high school, need specialized training. So may I ask when it will get to our team?
So to make it nice, I'll let Larry answer that directly. Your question, I think I would allow some other panel members to address sustainable model, then I'll take more. So Larry, please address Belinda's question.
Thank you very much. I will take this as an interagency question. So
she's from
GS.
Oh, okay. Yeah. One government to another.
So yes, with that also, I think we've enjoyed good partnership once again from MasterCard Foundation. I personally witnessed this a few months ago when MasterCard Foundation, through TTL, identified teachers in senior high schools who are having problem with sight. Yes, visually impaired teachers. And they provided laptops for all teachers in senior high schools in Ghana. And those laptops, in fact, I was part of that training. They took them to Ejisu Nat Village at Abankro, and had a 1-week training for them where they downloaded materials, these audiovisual materials on the laptop for them. So in fact, your department is fully catered for, fully and well catered for. Probably there's more to be done for them, but I think in the meantime, there's something being done. Thank
Wonderful.
you.
There was a question from Prince about people perceiving them as NGOs, even though they are social enterprises who solve a social problem but make money. It's like there are too many gaps that make it impossible for them to do it in a sustainable way. So he wants help. I don't know whether Beatrix, Chloe, or Bernard would attempt. Bernard, you are making money, so you can help. Even the shoe you are wearing clearly tells me that you are not broke. So help your friend Prince with some views, ideas.
Thank you very much. Prince is my brother, so we need government to mandate certain things. So, for example, let's say Prince that's, let's say, STEM and robotics. So government has to say that, okay, we need all schools to have a compulsory, let's say robotics lesson on their curriculum. And so this gives Prince Business access to all schools that have that. And over the past few years, they have built a very, very good business. They have a very, very nice robotics kit. So schools will now approach Prince because he now has a solution.
So your point is that government policy is the starting point.
Yes.
For that.
Yes.
That's your point. No problem. Anybody else want to add something on the panel on that point? Or I take the next round of questions. All right, wonderful. Let me move to the next round of questions. Yes. So this is mention your name.
My name is Precious, and I'm with Maximianza Foundation. So initially, Bernard spoke about the fact that content is very expensive, and most of us here, we deal with content. And then you assured us that MOU TV is there. My question is, how easily accessible is it to we, the EdTech organizations? And is it free?
So that's a good question. We'll take another one. So Precious, still on that line. Okay, yes, sir.
Just a follow-up. Yes, sir. So my name is Thomas Iganekuban. I'm from Tech Aid. We work on Asanka. Now, just a follow-up to what Precious said. You have access to a lot of content, not just for the MOU TV. The Ghana Learning videos sit in your domain. I have a platform that can easily make these videos accessible to students in the hinterlands.
Offline.
What is the procedure to get access to those content for free and share with those in the hinterlands to enjoy this rich content?
This is like NSMQ question. the precision of the question, you can't escape. The Lord be with you. I think we should just answer those two so we don't lose our train of thought. But I don't want this to be a press conference for him, but it's also good that you are interacting, so let's go.
Yeah, so Tech Aid, or Sanka, right? I think they've actually been doing a lot with Senlos. Just to combine the two questions, our doors are always open. You can visit Senlos office at any time, and we are ready to help. In fact, a few weeks ago, Channel MOE announced on the website of Senlos, asking for anyone with a proposal on content to submit it. We'll review it. If it meets our benchmark, why not? We have recording studios that can give you the platform to develop a lot of content. And we are a government agency. We are there for the people, for you. So please come.
But he was asking for the procedure. You're saying they should come.
Yeah.
You see, the thing about saying people should come is that it creates this dark thing of who do I meet there. If you said, this is the procedure, www.senlos.com, submission of proposal, 3 steps.
So
pay 2 Ghana cedis. Then you get me? So that everybody knows that. But if you say come, I can say the day we were not there. All right? And that's number 2. Yeah. Some of what you're doing is a bit like what Chloe said. It's almost like we are Senlos, we have MOE TV. Most people may not be watching MOE TV. Most people may not be on the... So are you taking advantage of where people are? All right? Because most of these guys may be watching a different station, or they may be on a different social media portal. So I feel like you need to also find a way of reaching. I think the first question I asked Michael, right? It seems to me you're saying you just look for us, but you also need to go onto platforms where they already are. All right?
Yeah.
Because MOE TV may not be that popular, even though it has great content.
That's true.
Because it's not everybody who wants to wake up and watch MOE TV. You know, they want to watch Brain Dead telenovela just to stress. I mean, why would I go home after work and put on MOE TV? I mean, why? Not because it's a bad thing. My point is, you may also need to be more flexible. So I don't know if you can just comment.
So we have an active website, www.sendlos.gov.gh. So when you go there, you have information on how you can get access to most of our platforms and how you can get access to the opportunities you are looking out for. Another way is what we are doing now, having the opportunity to meet the startups here. And as I said earlier also, with the assistance of MEST, very soon we'll have a direct engagement with most of these startups, and even invite some who are not even here to see how best we can engage them and then provide them with the needed support that they need.
All right. Let me take the last round of questions, and then we'll try and wrap this up. This is still Edtech Monday, coming to you from a coded location. Yes, Director, I'll come to you, sir.
Dr. Isaac Munawaro, Acting Deputy Director General in charge of Quality and Access. Okay. The current Minister of Education is encouraging the agencies to collaborate. And so when you begin to do the discussions, you can see if you operate in a silos, you can't do anything, even as agencies. And so I agree that we should be able to reach out. Every time that you come with an important innovation, we can ask, what do you expect us to do? And luckily, it was in the pyramid here. Because whatever you do, we can't sit and let you go. Sometimes the delay are to secure the system.
Okay.
It is not intended to disregard or undermine what you are doing. Bernard, you can imagine, even with the scrutiny, when it comes to recruitment, people can be doing it outside the norm.
Yeah.
When somebody says, I have this idea, I want to go and give it to your children, you cannot just be happy and allow the person to go. By the time you say Jack, there will be a lot of poisoning. And so sometimes the streamlining doesn't mean that...
For quality control.
Yes, it's quality control.
Correct.
And so when we want to bring you together, it is very likely that we also need support. So when you hear TTEL, when you hear MasterCard Foundation, when you hear other supporting agencies that stay by the ministry, it is because calling you involves so much. So there's collaboration there. So I want to plead with our startups. That sometimes when you think that Sendlos can call you, it comes with some costs, and that will need support. But through collaboration, we can always come in.
Thank you, Dr. Isaac. Thank you very much. So, coming to a quick close, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give each panel member the chance to comment as we close. Now, Bernard, I start with you because you're answering a direct question, and then I'll come to Beatrice, then I'll come to Chloe, and I'll end with the roof, Mr. Agbado. So, Bernard, you answer his question and you give your closing comments in a minute and a half.
Okay, so for us, we have been creating content for the past 3 years, so we have a lot of content as well. And then on the question whether it's free, so we have a free model, but if you have a lot of numbers, it also means that you're also making money. So you also have to share your money with us. It's simple. Yes. So my closing remarks, I think that Edtech is here to stay, and then we have to give all our support to it. Education is what shapes societies, and then I love the fact that the MasterCard Foundation Edtech Fellowship is here to help Edtech startups to basically accelerate what we do, and also give us access to people like Sendlos, NASIA, GES, MOE, so that we can spread solutions across.
Thank you, Bernard. Let's take a comment from Beatrice.
Thank you so much. I've thoroughly enjoyed this discussion, and it's because we have so many different stakeholders in the room. So I would also continue to urge stakeholders to come together, and even in different industries, because together we can make a difference, and together we can take this digital education to another level. So thank you all.
Thank you very much, Beatrice. Chloe Willett, your closing thoughts?
Yeah, of course, I live on the dark side. I'm in marketing, and we're constantly looking for untapped markets where there's the biggest opportunity. And listening to all of these conversations, I think teacher education is, I think, where most opportunities are, even to make money, right? There's such a huge need for all types of teachers, like the ones for children with special needs and others, that I think that governments and organizations like MasterCard Foundation and even sponsors, because we're talking about adults, we don't need to be as careful as we should be with children. I think that, to me, is the biggest untapped market, and hence the biggest opportunity to make money.
Wonderful. And let's end with Larry.
Thank you very much, Bernard. So just to add to what the Deputy Director General of Ghana Education Service said, Dr. Isahaku, we'll be meeting the startups very soon. We'll do that in partnership with GES and other agencies under the ministry. So please, startups, be rest assured, we'll be engaging you shortly. To my final remarks, I think very soon the Edtech strategy and then the ICT in education policy will be finalized and then roll out with support of the Ministry of Education. Aside that, as you rightly said from the beginning, it's time we move beyond the frameworks and invest in practical and in scalable interventions in our EdTech space. EdTech education or digital education is not just an EdTech issue. For me, I feel that it's a justice issue, because all learners deserve the right to learn digitally. And we must, as a country, come together, support the education sector to train our learners, irrespective of wherever they are, with the needed digital skills to meet up with the evolving trends.
Thank you very much indeed. Round of applause for the panel. So, Edtech Monday, a platform for edtech entrepreneurs, education stakeholders, and policymakers to discuss critical issues within the sector, has come to you in front of the second cohort of the MasterCard Foundation EdTech Fellows, and we've been discussing how to build Ghana's digital infrastructure from policy to practice. So I leave you with 3 power words to build the infrastructure on. First, we need to think about integration, and I credit that word to Beatrice. We need to integrate. We also need to think of partnerships, which is very critical, as has been said. And of course, everything must be done in a sustainable way so that businesses make sense. Now, don't forget, this vision is powered by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with MEST, which is the Meltwater Entrepreneurial School of Technology, bringing you Edtech Mondays every last Monday of the month on the Citi Breakfast Show with me, Bernard Koku Avele.
Citi 97.3.